What is up, everybody? Welcome to Sandlot Gaming's Dungeons and Dragons. Here we are running through the Tomb of Annihilation module in Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition. Where we left off last week, our party, we have entered the city of Omu to end the death curse, which basically is messing up resurrections and death all around the land, and we are here to kill a lich who is controlling it. And while exploring the city, we came across some red wizards who captured us. Well, really just destroyed us in battle, and we surrendered, and now they have us prisoner. In our party, we have a fighter, a wizard, a warlock, a bard, and a rogue, and we're going to pick this up right after being captured last week, or 2 weeks ago, I guess. So let's jump in and see what's going on.
No! That's not how this scenario goes. I'm good and no one else is.
Nailed it. Nailed the intro, guys. Best one I've done all day.
He's got a sword.
All right. Let's see. So there's no MVP. I think there was only one official vote, which the official vote was for nobody.
That tracks.
That was me.
Yeah.
That was me. I voted for it.
So
That we all
nobody
fail.
indeed wins.
Which is one anti-vote, actually. It was a -1 vote.
Let's see. Who's the last person who hasn't given a recap in a long time?
I did last
Everyone
week,
volunteers.
so not it.
I don't think Meryl has he?
No, he
I always give
All right,
recaps. I
Meryl,
gave
you-
one like 2 times
you-
ago.
I
No,
think you
you're not
you
a...
also surrendered.
I just gave a
first, so I
recap in the
think,
intro. Okay. Wow. It was a short session from what I remember because we basically decided to explore a random building. We thought it was, because it had a wall around it, that it might be one of the temples to the false gods of Ubtao that the Lich told us to find, and for some reason we're following his directions to do so. So we wandered in, came across some people who were angry that we broke into their house, and
For some reason.
yeah, breaking and entering did not make them happy. So
What? That wasn't their house.
in the in the spirit of Concord, Massachusetts, I guess, there was a shot fired, and then another shot fired, and then chaos ensued, and we got destroyed pretty handily by what seemed like a lot more people than we had. And I think a couple of our party members went unconscious. I was forced to surrender because of magical means, through magical means of some kind. And ultimately we decided to surrender and give ourselves up. And now we are prisoners. And that is where we find ourselves. I'm not sure if there's anything before that fight that I'm missing, guys, but remind me if that's the case.
Some
There was
city
a little.
reversal.
I think there was that little battle along the coastline with or that was the prior week, right? Where
Prior
it
week.
was- yeah.
Where Zig killed
Where
37
Andrew
goblins with one
incinerated
No.
fireball.
an entire family of
Where's
goblins.
Squawk put on a rock show?
Also, Squawk put on one hell of a rock show.
Right. All these things were true.
You're all about to be incinerated tour
Yeah.
2018.
All right. So, roughly 30 minutes after the surrender, everyone who was previously down has been brought back up. You're conscious, although if you were previously at 0 hit points, you're now at 1 hit point, as you've been
Roger
Yeah.
that.
revived, but not exactly repaired. So this is
Yep.
pretty briefly. So all of you find yourselves huddled together on a floor in a back room of the building, in a circle, hands bound behind your own back. There's 2 angry men guarding you with maces, keeping their eyes peeled on you, very rarely looking away. You can see about 20 feet away on the other side of the room, another armored man with a thick beard. He's searching brusquely through the pile of weapons, bags, satchels, and equipment that your captors took away from you when you surrendered. You are all weaponless. If you were wearing any kind of armor, you're still wearing the armor, but anything like a bag or weapon or wand, anything like that was taken away and thrown in this large pile.
How far away is the pile?
About 20 feet.
And there are 3 guards between us and the pile of weapons.
There are 2 guards that are right next to you, and then there's 1 guard who's actively rummaging through that pile.
Okay.
The walls of the room are lined with ancient texts bound in canvas. It looks like the canvas might have been brightly colored once upon a time, but is now muted. But the tomes themselves seem to be in good condition. One of the wizards is slowly pulling one book off of the shelf at a time, flipping through it relatively quickly, and occasionally jotting down a note in a notebook that he has before putting the book back and moving on to the next one.
Is Orvex
he is
with
wearing? Orvex is one of the folks that is tied up. Yes,
okay.
He's tied up with you. And the wizard that's pulling the books off the shelf is wearing a red robe. The guards that you see are not wearing red robes. They're wearing kind of typical leather armor. You do hear muffled voices having a heated conversation in the room next door. Some of you had seen several of the wizards, other than the wizard in the room with you, walk into that room with 2 of the guards as well. And, for about the last 10 minutes, they've been having a very heated conversation.
Am I able to see what the conversation is about? What their
cannot
conversation?
No, you can't see anybody, but you can kind of hear the muffled voices. You can't quite make out what's being said.
Can I take a look at our situation? So not only kind of like what position are we in, we sitting, laying down, how we're bound, and with what?
Yeah, so your backs are in a circle, so you're kind of facing away from one another, right? Your feet are free, but your hands are bound with rope behind your backs with a knotted rope, and you are all seated on the ground, on your butts, maybe sitting crisscross applesauce if you'd prefer.
Can I any way get an idea as to how complicated this knot is?
Interesting. Go ahead and make an investigation check with disadvantage. Because you're kind of feeling around without being able to see.
And our hands are behind our back?
Your hands are behind your backs, yes. So you can feel around. Okay. You can tell that it is quite knotted. It's not a bow tie. You can't just like tug on the thread. So they've knotted it pretty tightly, but there's not many knots. This isn't Harry Houdini shit. You feel like,
Larry Houdini.
Somebody sufficiently skilled could probably get themselves out of it, but it is quite tight. You're not able to just yank yourself free or easily slip out.
And the guards are facing us, or?
Yeah, you've got 2 guards on kind of either side of you.
And they're facing directly to us.
Yes, and they look actually quite angry. They haven't really said a word to you. They haven't really said anything to each other. One's kind of like tapping the mace on his hand, like thud, thud, thud. The other one's kind of holding it, gripping it tight like a baseball bat. But they both look very upset.
And I'm sorry, are we locked in a cage or anything, or are we just like in a hallway? I'm sorry, did you go over this?
You're not locked in a cage. You're just in a room, seated on the floor. It looks like a library.
Okay, so it's just a room and we're like on a wall, like against the wall.
You're not really against the wall. You're a little ways away from the wall. Not really the center of the room. Close to the room.
So yeah, you went over that. Yeah, sorry. I know that you already said this. So that's.
Yeah, and you're kind of. Yeah, imagine yourselves seated in a circle, like with your feet facing away from the circle.
Okay. Are we able to? So there's no speaking going on. Like, can we talk to someone?
So one of the guards that's watching over you looks at you and says, "I ain't much in the mood for talking to you."
Well, we would like to apologize for the way things got out of hand, and that we definitely got off to the wrong foot, and we would like to set the record straight and be able to work with and talk to and apologize for our actions and see what we can do to help you with what it is that you're doing.
The other guard looks at you and says, "When you get to the other side, maybe you can apologize to Folwyn and Jahan's spirits."
Okay, as a total aside, did we actually kill any of them?
Yeah, a couple of them.
Oh shit.
You killed two.
That's probably why they're mad.
To be fair, you guys
Because of the
fired.
murders.
You guys fired first on us.
Oh, that'll cheer them up. That'll make it okay.
So the first one kind of looks at you and says, "Said I wasn't interested in talking to you."
Is there someone that would be interested in talking to us?
Can I speak to your manager?
Whoa, manager.
The other one says, "Zagmira's in there with Tessarion and the others. They'll figure out what to do with you, how we're gonna kill you. They'll be out here shortly to explain."
I would suggest we wait for the wizards before we ask about Valindra. I mumble to the party.
Okay. What's Orvex doing?
Cowering.
Yeah, basically that's correct. Yeah, so Orvex has really kept his mouth shut this whole time. He's looking around. He's paying attention to the wizard that's pulling the books off of the shelves. But he's I think even without an insight roll, you can all tell that he's very frightened.
Okay. Hey, Orvex, who are these guys?
He whispers over to, These are the Red Wizards of Thay. They were previously my employers, and they're very dangerous."
Okay, I think we ran into these guys before, right? They were at the temple with us, looking over at Jason and Zig. They were at the temple. They were at Uptal's temple, right?
That's what I just said. I sent a big Discord message about it. Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
in character, Jason.
unfortunately, we're not in character. We're not out of character at the moment. We are having a conversation.
Oh, I got you.
So, by
Get
all
it right,
means-
Meryl.
Gordon says, "Did you not see my Discord message?"
They took my phone along with my phone.
I wrote a note for everyone individually at breakfast and left them on it, reminding them of something that happened yesterday.
Okay, okay, Orvex, do you have any suggestions?
He says, "Well, I plan to plead for my life when they come back. That's my suggestion."
Okay. I'm gonna put my head back and Weston and address, try to move myself around, because being that I was just unconscious and I was almost dead, I need to readjust myself and tend to my wounds as best I can with my hands being tied up.
I'd like to.
Is someone able to help me? I've got this bad cut.
Yeah. So during this time, I would like to use my true sight and/or blind sight to investigate what the knots are, and start untying people that are not me with my hands.
So true sight, I don't think you get unless you use the ability.
Then I will expend one superiority die and use the true sight to start untying. In order.
Well, are you so real quick? So what are you trying to do? Are you
Okay.
are you trying to see? So are you doing what Andy was trying to do and see how complicated it is, or are you
No, I
actually
mean,
attempting to untie it?
In theory, I could actually see them, right?
Sure.
see the
Yeah.
knots.
Yes.
Why can you
So-
not? Why could you not see them?
So are you investigating them, or are you trying to actively untie?
Well, no, I'd be actively untying in the following order. Well,
Okay. So you're, yeah.
right, like
Are you untying your own or somebody else's?
no, someone else's.
Okay.
And I will start with Which one of you guys is Andy? Which one of you two Daryls?
No one raise your hand.
It's Dorbin and
Who the
Gordon.
hell
I
is
can't
Andy?
even remember which one is which.
Who?
The rogue.
I've never
I'd like
met
to.
people
I'd
before
like.
in my life.
I'd like to untie the rogue's knots first, followed by
Okay, so
Squawk, followed
so-
by Gordon.
Well, let's go one at a time. So you attempt to untie the ropes binding Dorbin's hands
Yeah.
together. So
Assuming I can see them essentially as well as if I was facing them.
that's right. So
Right.
so Dorbin, you feel somebody's fingers kind of grasping at the knots of your that are bound around your hands.
Kinky.
Grab my knots.
Do you kind of keep them in?
Don't
you
make
keep
it
there
weird.
and, like you can kind of yank it away if you wanted to. Are you gonna?
No,
allow that
I
to
want to.
continue?
I want to not move, not react.
Okay.
Not move.
So, Jason, this is going to be a sleight of hand check to see if
I
you can
should
actually do
do
this.
Oh boy, here we go.
Wouldn't it just be a regular of hand?
I should be doing this. I have +9 to sleight of hand.
Well,
I
that's
should
why
be
I'm trying
untying
to untie you first.
I have mage hand. I can do that.
Yeah. So
Jesus Christ.
you kind of fumble at it, but you can't figure out quite which parts to tease apart to pull.
Can I
pull them
try?
You
out.
can't
Can I
figure
try-
out what part's the rope and what part's the hands.
Can I try it one more time?
No, you cannot try it one more time. Can
I
try
mean,
it
I
until
feel like I
succeed,
keep
please?
working on it. Yes. Okay,
So-
can I try somebody else's rope?
You'd find that they're all tied very similarly, so you would encounter.
Yeah,
some
but
of the
maybe
same
I'll
things.
encounter some insight as I try a second time, as normal people do when solving problems.
So, here I'll tell you this: if you sit there for long enough, I would and survive, then I would let you try again eventually.
All
But,
right, you let me
can't-
know.
You
You let
can't
me
try
know.
again right away.
Okay, fair enough. Man, that's a terrible roll with a +2 on it. Oh man, not so great. Okay. And also, no, I don't have a sword. All the weapons and
I know.
items.
I know. I
Yeah.
get.
And
Um,
also, if I tried to untie your hand knots with a sword, you'd be missing a hand if I had that roll.
so you hear a loud crashing sound. It sounds like and you hear something shatter, like something got thrown to the ground in the room next door.
Uh-oh. It's not my precious statues, I hope.
All of your stuff, as far as you can tell, is still in the room that several of you can see.
Are they-
All of you
Oh,
can see it if you turn your head. So your stuff is in the room. There is still one of the guards picking through. He's kind of looking at the remains of a rubber chicken at the moment.
Oh no.
He kind of puts that back. Doesn't seem
Oh,
super interested.
He's
in
its
it.
owner now. He's picked it up.
No, I have to be dead in order for that to happen.
He,
Shit.
You see him pull out some gold and look around and pocket some of the gold.
Hey.
Have they got to my bag yet?
Hands off, buddy.
Have they got to Squawk's bag yet?
Roll a perception check. He has not gotten to your bag yet.
Okay. How far away is my bag from where they're looking?
Well, so the everything's in one pile, really, and he's kind of like moving through it and moving it into the next pile, kind of as he goes. It looks like your bag is probably the next to be searched.
Okay.
So you guys mentioned. Sorry, Nick. Are you in the middle of something?
I would like to set a quote-unquote reaction for right now to know before he reaches for my bag.
Okay.
Keep in mind that my bag has both the cubes that we have so far, so we don't want them
Right.
knowing that my bag.
Absolutely
they don't
not.
want him going for my bag.
You guys mentioned you're waiting for the wizards. I guess that means you're not with the wizards yourselves. So you're just hired guns.
What's a gun?
So
Hired crossbows.
Alright, crossbow.
so
Yeah,
the,
no,
the,
not
the
quite.
gruff one kind of looks at you and is like, "Hmm." The other guy goes, "Yeah, they're our employers."
Where are you guys from?
Where are you from? You come here often?
I'm from all over the place. Been in Chult for about 6 moons now.
Do they pay pretty well?
They do, and they don't take kindly to folks, and he looks over at Orvex, leaving them behind and not fulfilling their duties.
Yeah, if you guys are hiring, obviously this crew is a little second rate. I wouldn't mind trading up.
He looks at you and laughs. I like you.
Yeah,
like
we're
you.
good friends.
I hope the wizards don't kill you.
We all hope that.
What are the wizards doing here?
He kind of turns to you and says, above my pay grade, pal, but I don't know. Looks like they're looking at books.
Do you know if they're looking for more wizards?
Well, there were more wizards not so long ago, and the other guard looks at him and kind of says, "What are you talking to them for? They're about to be dead." And the guy's like, "Well, kind of boring."
If we're gonna be dead soon, why not talk to us?
So the one guard says, "Yeah, there was an attack. The Yuan Ti ambushed the camp. A few of us died. A few wizards died. Pretty bad spot. So we were lucky to find this place to stay safe. And Yuan Ti don't seem to come in here, which is a little disconcerting, but also hopefully we'll remain safe in here. Of course, then you all came along and it felt a little less safe." The other guy goes, "Yeah, just ask Jahan."
Yeah. Could be more safe though. More people are better than less people when the snakes come.
We've dealt with some of the Wanti. We've
I hate
dispatched some
those
of
guys.
them. Yeah.
So right about now, Nick, you see the other guard in the back of the room reaching for your bag.
Okay. And these guys are these are not the Red Wizards, right? Sorry. These are the hired guns of the Red Wizard, or the Wizards of the Red Wizards.
The three people well, there's 4 people in the room with you right now, one of whom one of the Red Wizard, 3 of whom are these guards.
Oh, I didn't know one was in here. I bet.
Okay.
And he's not really paying attention to you guys. He's just pulling the books off the shelves, flipping through, occasionally taking notes.
Okay. So you guys are hired guns. Whoa.
Crossbows.
So if you guys are
The muscle.
mercenaries, if you guys are the mercenaries, how much can we bribe them?
Not when they already have all your gold, numbnuts.
Did you ask that out loud?
Yeah, sure. No, I didn't. No, I was thinking that was Nick's voice. That wasn't Squawk's voice.
Can we bribe you?
Can we bribe you with our gold that you have over there?
Yeah. All right. I want to start singing a song. I unfortunately right now don't have a song on the top of my head that I want to sing to. That could be a good distraction. I'm taking anyone from the audience who wants to.
You're a great bard.
How about Renegade by Styx? That seems appropriate.
I know. I'm sorry. Renegade by Styx. Let's pull out those lyrics. Hang on a second.
Here's the sound of the men working on the chain.
No, they're gonna kill us.
Yang.
That's why it's gotta be Renegade. The hangman is coming down from the gallows, and we don't have very long.
Could be
The news is out. The jig is up. They finally found us.
Yeah.
think some Johnny Cash.
I'm sorry. Okay, actually, I'm gonna switch it up. So the guy who's going through your bags, what does he look like?
Tall. He has a thick red beard. You see that he has taken a black cloak from the pile and put it around his shoulders. That has a interesting looking hood.
Damn it!
attached to it.
I'm gonna kill that guy. It's definitely mine.
And what's the tall guy's story?
So one of the guards just shakes his head at you. The other one says, "Oh, it's Arban. He's our provisioner of sorts. So thanks for the donations."
You know that Coke is Claire's. The Coke is Claire's. It's a
We'll try it again.
cloak of impotency.
Is he wearing the black Coke?
I see you found the Coke of impotence.
Yes.
So right around then, he opens up the satchel and or your bag block,
That's really hard. The cloak is
pulls
cursed.
out one
Cloak
of the
is cursed.
cubes, and
Sorry, guys.
and he looks a little surprised and starts rummaging a little bit more rapidly through the
You
rest
found
of
the
bag.
cube of incontinence.
Bowel movements incoming.
Hey, here we go. You'll never have a good night's sleep again.
So a few seconds later, he grabs the your whole bag, picks it up, and hurries off to the other room where the argument is happening.
God damn it.
Fuck. Sorry, guys.
Well, guess while that's happening, can I use my mage hand to try to untie Gordon?
You can try.
Yeah, I'd like to try.
Can I help?
I don't know how you would. How would you help?
With my side of knots. Me and the other hand working together. Hands, touching hands.
Andy, can you go ahead and roll?
Touching me?
Touching me,
What do you want me to roll?
touching you.
Andy, can you go ahead and roll a D100?
Oh, yeah, that's a thing in here.
Oh, we're still in this building.
Oh, that could help us.
Yeah, or blow us all to smithereens. One of the two.
What's our health situation? Oh,
Oh my god!
Oh no.
that could be bad. We don't know.
Here come the smithereens!
Boys, we're gonna learn quick.
I need a
It's gonna be a
second.
short night.
CPK.
Loading.
That is such pass interference. My God.
But that could have been such a great touchdown.
It's like he tackled him before the ball got there.
Well, if it's gonna be a touchdown, it's not the worst
That
thing.
was like a 50-yard.
Yeah, give the
touchdown.
Patriots first and goal on the one. That they won't score, I'm sure.
Yeah, but I mean, if it's a guaranteed touchdown, you're better off. Yeah?
It was.
No? Alright.
That was a guaranteed touchdown.
No, it
I
wasn't.
need a second.
60
How
yard,
blue
It
are
hit him in the hands. He
a
had it.
60-yard pass is never a guaranteed
Troy looks like
touchdown.
he's feverishly working, so that may not be a good thing.
Or
This
it
is
may
gonna
be a
take me,
great
like,
thing.
Go ahead and take a quick bio if you need one.
Oh my god!
Oh, Lord.
What the fuck?
Well, boys, this we're gonna find out quick
Remind me
tonight.
again the difference in spells between V, S, and M without me having to look it up.
V is verbal,
V is
S
verbal,
is
S
handsy.
is somatic, which means you
Yeah.
got to use your fingers.
You gotta
And
make a
M is
motion.
materials, meaning there's a
Right,
material.
You don't have to worry
component.
about the material, though, typically. So,
well, if I had
if
my
it's
component
expensive.
pouch,
If it's expensive, you do, and if you don't have your
No.
component pouch, then
well,
you can't cast any
so
spells.
Troy
Oh, yeah,
basically
you
said
need
that
your-
it's a standardized component, then basically we carries in the component pouch.
Yeah, which is
but do we have our
with
component
our
pouch?
shit across the room.
That's the question.
You'll have to ask Troy if you still have your pouch or whatever it is. With
Troy, are
you.
you still here?
I
Yeah,
am still
but
here.
he's
I'll be right back.
mechanic.
Yeah, I don't
So
want
if
to
it's something like a necklace
I'm
or
gonna
a
ask what
focus
the
that
walls
could be-
around us look like.
then
I-
maybe.
I
Mostly-
wanted to
the walls
point
around
out
here are
we're
mostly
only
covered
30
with
minutes into this business.
Covered
We're
with
already taking
books?
a break because we're gonna hit this fan.
Yeah, it's like a library.
Is it wooden walls or stone walls?
It is well, so the walls themselves appear to be stone, but there are wooden bookshelves attached to those walls,
Gotcha.
filled with books, which are also sort of made out of wood.
This place is going up like a heap of kindling, and we're all in big trouble.
Well, if we can create a panic.
It'll create a panic when we're all engulfed in flames.
Or 6 inches tall.
Oh, we'd shrink right out of the ropes.
If we shrink, then we can just walk right through the bars behind. You know that we're. Are we trapped behind bars?
No.
No,
Oh,
man, it's a library.
and there's how many people in here?
The real question is,
4.
which way do the bars swing?
Always, man. They're social climbers.
My answer to that is yes.
They do. They'll put their keys in the bowl.
And there's 4 enemy combatants in here. Is that right?
There's
3 of the kind of guards and one of the guards
just
actually
left.
So there's two guards plus 1 wizard. All right, so I got to do a couple things here. So don't worry, it wasn't bad. It was actually just a little bit more complicated than I expected. So
Welcome to our
good
D&D
isn't what I would
games.
call it either.
Who needs a wand of chaos when we can create our own chaos in
This is what we do, man. We basically hold the hand
We have
grenade
a
in our hands.
building.
Like we'll just keep casting. We'll
Yeah.
keep casting.
We
This,
have a building of chaos.
I
You
mean,
will go. You will go down with us.
to be honest, this would be a pretty on message ending for the Flames of
Hey,
Dresendar.
Guys, I do have a couple fireballs, watered up.
So hey,
Noted.
Dorban, as you cast the spell, you feel a rush of energy through you, and your eyes kind of brighten, and you feel as if you've benefited from a long rest.
Solid.
So you regain all of your health, you regain half your hit dice, and any expended spell slots you'll get back. Okay. Now go ahead and
That is-
For Mage Hand. Wow.
Well,
Bonus.
everyone else.
Wait, there's more.
There's more. Yeah.
go ahead and
No, I'm
make
sure that's all he was working on.
a sleight of hand check.
And can I help him on this?
Goosh!
Do you know why he feels like a long rest? Because he's rolling a new character.
So Jason, how would you help?
He typically the help action he would get advantage. I would help the hand with whatever a knot, because it's only one hand, right, working on a knot. So I would hold other pieces of the rope.
He would tickle he would do the reach around.
I would, I mean, I help. It's a
It
help
was
action.
Gordon. It was Gordon who you were untying, right? Okay. So, yeah, you so you start to pull it apart, and all of a sudden you can kind of feel it through the mage hand. You have like a little bit of the senses of that mage hand, and you can feel like if I pull on this, and you pull it, and Gordon, you feel slackness as the ropes don't completely fall away, but you can feel all of a sudden your wrists are able to separate a bit, and as soon as that happens, one of the two
Can I-
guards.
Okay. I was gonna whisper over to him.
You can if you want, but one of the two guards says, "Hey, I saw that," and walks over and grabs a hold of your collar, Gordon, and starts to pull you up to your feet.
Hey, not my fault. It's a bad knot. I don't know what happened.
He says, "All right, you're turn around." And then you see the other guard kind of walk over and starts looking down behind you guys to see kind of who was doing what.
How close is this guard that's coming up to grab him to me?
Let's see. So he is. So there's one guard near you, which is kind of the gruff guard. The other guard, who's been a little bit more talkative, is the one that's yanking Gordon up, and he's like on the other side of the circle from you.
He's on the other side of the circle from me. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Never mind then.
We're in a library, and presumably it's being lit by candles.
You see a few torches on the walls.
Oh boy, here we go.
So as he does that, I'm not gonna resist at all. As he does that, I'm letting him retime me. I said, I don't know what happened. It's a bad knot. I promise you, I'm not trying to get out of this.
And he starts to retie you. Yep.
Oh god damn it!
Well, he's starting to retie you. So
Okay.
if you're gonna do something, you've got
Yes.
the opportunity to do it now. But I will say the other guard is like looking at your guys' hands.
All right.
Our magnificent
Well-
hands.
Okay, so this is what this is what I'm gonna start doing. The other guard's looking at my hands. That's okay. I would like to make a slight attempt to turn so he can't see my hands, and I would like to use prestidigitation to snuff the candles out.
Still not right.
Prestidigitation.
That's what I meant to say.
Okay. So
What-
first make a
what-
stealth check.
You got it. Oh,
All right. Next, roll a d100.
you got it. Oh, rather low, but who knows what that means?
Roll a d10, please.
Mm.
That's never good. Right in the middle.
Let me check something real quick.
Oh God.
Who's clicking on my sheet, yo?
How tall is Zigmundo?
Well, it. Oh,
Ah!
why does?
Ah!
How tall was Zigmundo?
Okay.
Jesus.
I had it at 6 foot, but we can verify that by. Do I have my old character sheet? Because we upgraded me to version 2.
Yeah, actually, I can pull that up, I believe.
Yeah, if you have the last one, it has it in there, and if not, I have it definitely on a D&D Beyond
Oh,
somewhere.
no, I can pull it up. So let me
Alright.
restore Zigmundo real quick.
I believe it was 6 foot. Let's see. Troy's campaign.
You had him at 6 feet, yes.
That's it.
Okay. So you feel yourself growing smaller. Zigmundo is now 5'7", and as a result, the ropes around
Ah!
you get
You
looser.
shrank!
It worked.
That was unexpected.
That did exactly what the plan was supposed to do.
Right, and one of the torches flickers out. There are several others in this room, and prestidigitation is not going to affect all of them.
I understand.
But one of them that's nearby goes out, and it is considerably darker near you now. And the other guard goes, "Whoa, what was that?"
And I go, oh no, it's happening again. You guys better run.
What are you
The
talking about?
demons! The
We've been-
demons!
Oh God, he's gonna do it
They're
again.
coming!
So at this point, Gordon, you would be tied up again, and the other guard would be kind of pushing you back down into your spot.
Me?
Easy, big fella.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's fine because because nobody has weapons or anything. Like, I don't know what the goal here was. Like, I'm not fighting them by myself.
Shrink me. Shrink me.
Okay. Okay.
And as
So,
an act
you're-
of faith, I'll say, look, I'm sorry. I don't know what happened. I'm not here to hurt you guys. I'm not here to hurt you guys. Tie me back up. Clearly, we don't wish you any harm.
He
Please
likes
tie him
it.
back up. He's getting crazy. Don't you not want to see what happens when all the lights go out?
The gruff guy turns to you and says, "Shut it!" And looks at the other guy and says, "Hey, go light that torch again." And the other guy goes, "Man, what? That was weird. That was weird. All right, no more funny games. I'm not talking to you guys anymore. This is not okay."
It's
I'm
not. The demons are coming. You're all gonna die.
So
I am not
so-
giving a good report to the wizards anymore. You guys.
A good report. You already said you were gonna kill us.
I will say this kind of
Dumbass.
stuff has been happening around us for a while. It's almost like something's been following us. It's really weird. It's almost like there's just this danger surrounding us wherever we go.
Make Gordon, make an intimidation check. All right.
Well done.
So,
Man, we are rolling high tonight, guys.
So
How do you escape getting kidnapped? Convince them that they're
the
haunted.
gruff one looks a little unfazed, but the other guy, he goes over to light the torch, and he actually kind of just abandons it. He says, hey, I'm gonna go check on them, see what's taking Tessarion so long, and he just kind of like stops mid sentence and just wanders off into the other room. So it's now just one of the guards and one of the mages.
Okay, I am going to now tell the story of the possessed villagers and talk about how there is that how the spirits of Cholt will find a random party, will find an adventurers, and they will attack. Their souls will. The spirits of the Choltons have been known to embody the passerbys of people who come into Cholt, and are known to possess people. Talking about the possession of them, and do a performance check to try to scare everyone else. I tell that ghost story. Does that sound good?
Here's
Tell
what
a
I'll do.
ghost story.
Here's what we're gonna do. Is I'm gonna have you do a performance check, and let's make it a DC 10. If you succeed at the DC, then I'll give you advantage on an intimidation check. All right. So intimidation check with advantage.
Thank you.
Boosh.
Not that you really needed it.
Damn, guys, somebody else is getting robbed tonight.
Yeah,
All right,
me.
So
Yeah, I'm getting rough.
About time.
so the guard that's watching over you kind of starts to slowly back away and, all right, hey, shut up! I don't want to hear any more of that. That's enough. That's enough out of you guys. He's backed away. He's probably like 6 feet away from you now. He's kind of looking around and looks pretty unnerved.
And then it's, and I want to go into people who are not pure of soul are the ones that are generally affected next once the body once one of the spirits has attached to someone. When the spirits are getting ready to leave and start acting out, that the next bodies that they like to attract are the people who are not pure of soul, people who aren't in it to help the people. Aren't in it to help people with good causes. People who are only out to look for themselves in the world.
All right, so you kind of like see him like start to sweat a bit, and he shouts out to the other room, "Hey, kill these guys now! They're really freaking me out."
We find this song is the only thing that keeps them at bay.
So one more thing is I'm gonna start freaking out. I'm gonna
Feathers flying everywhere.
Right.
And I'll say, oh no, not again.
Make a deception check, Nick.
Oh.
All right. So he goes, all right, that's enough. That's enough. But he's still backing away. He's getting more freaked out. But he's like, I know you're fucking with me, and he he's got his back up against a bookshelf now. Like he's backed up as far as he can go.
Can't
Should I
cast
cast a spell?
something. I really want to cast something right now, but
I
I
feel you
can't.
do.
Do it!
Well, hold on, do it, because I'm about to.
Throw
if you want me to
cantrips
do
out
something-
like gangbusters. That can only help us right now.
Stop the metagaming. If you're going to do something, then do it.
I'm gonna let someone else go right now because I just went.
You guys,
Nick, I feel like you're on a roll. Just do it.
The discussion in the other room has started to quiet down.
Nick, seriously though, like you were on a roll. If you're gonna do something, do it.
Okay. I'm gonna cast hideous laughter on one of the other guards.
There's only one guard and one wizard in the room. The wizard has been previously not really paying attention to you guys, but as soon as this other guard started yelling a bunch, the wizard's now staring at him, occasionally glancing over to you guys, but mostly looking quite puzzled at the guard.
Okay. I'm gonna cast hideous laughter on that guard.
On the guard. Okay.
Are you tied up?
Yes.
Is there a somatic component to this?
That's my next try, Troy.
There is.
Yeah.
I can still move my fingers, can I?
He can still move his fingers. There are special encasements that can prevent a wizard or other magic user from casting somatic spells, but this is just rope binding your wrists together, basically.
Cool.
Okay.
So Chris, we're gonna solve Nick's thing first.
Of course. I pre-prepped it because I want.
Can you post the actual spell, Nick?
Yeah, sorry, I thought that was going to work.
It's a wisdom check of his spell save. And if the target fails, they're incapacitated, and if they don't fail, nothing happens.
This is not what the
Oh, he's not known for his wisdom.
No.
That's why I want that one, not the wizard.
Okay, Nick, go ahead and make a D100 roll.
Well, the wizard would be an intelligence, but yeah, good pick. Oh dear.
Is this good or?
Do you get a long rest too?
Would if you want to take my money.
All right, so
Pay him his money.
His money.
Dorbin,
I heard a funny
you
story about
see-
that.
You see this blue.
I think I told you
glow
that story.
come over top of
That's where I heard
Squawk's feathers. His blue feathers.
Yeah, you are blue now.
That's right.
So this
By the
blue
bird
kind
of
of
paradise.
glow
Oh,
comes
this
over
is
top,
good.
and Nick, you now have
This is really good.
1 minute plus 2 to AC, and immunity to magic missile.
Okay.
Oh. It's time. Time to rise up.
Okay, so the guard who's got his back against the walls, you're freaking me out. Like bellowing laughter and kind of crumples over to his side and kind of looks like he's got like an anguished, painful face while laughing. And the other the wizard walks over to him and is like, "What's going on?" And like looks down and then looks over at you guys.
And sees me, blue bird who's glowing, passed out.
Can I be scooching away from him, like
Yeah.
like I don't want to get near them. Like this is dangerous. Goodbye.
Yeah. Okay. So Hillers, you were doing something?
Yeah, I
What
was
was
trying to
Jason
untie knots.
No, you
Specific-
still don't. No.
Still no,
You already tried.
but I can see the knots.
Yeah,
It's
and
a
you tried,
16.
and you couldn't figure them out while being able to see them. What has changed?
But he has a sword.
My sleight of hand roll got way better. That's what changed.
Yeah, that's not how that works.
That's how is it not?
The circumstances for Jason have not changed. He
Nah.
can see the knots just as well as he could have last time, and this is the sleight of hand roll represented how capable he was of figuring out how to untie them.
Got
while
it.
being
Stop checking out my knots.
Maybe I
Gross.
just want to
So-
hold your hand. Maybe I just need a little companionship in these dark times. You don't know.
We are gonna die, so maybe.
Yeah, we're all gonna die here, man. Let's be our true selves.
You see the wizard cast something, and after he casts it, he starts to look directly at Squawk, and he starts to slowly approach you, Squawk.
Okay, I'm still acting asleep.
My hands, because I am now tiny Donald Trump size hands, I just I can slip out of my knots, right?
You could, yeah.
Okay, so I would like to, but I will still keep my hands behind my back.
And also, can you update your character sheet to that you are now 5'7", and that is permanent?
It's perfect.
Permanent! I love that. That's great.
Oh wow.
You got short man syndrome forever now. You're closer
Your
to Mario
clothes
than
you
ever.
feel are a little bit baggier.
Well,
your
it's just a
robe?
little bit longer. They're not necessarily bad.
robe,
It's
like-
me,
like the robes.
Your voice got higher pitched.
Cover your hands.
So Troy, on a complete and utter side note, what is my weight now?
Yeah, pick something proportional for a 5'7". Like it did change. It changed proportionally.
What, like
Shit,
35
maybe
pounds?
He's like squatty now.
What was my what was the character weight on the other one there? Do you still have that open?
Yeah, I can bring it back.
Let's get down to brass tacks. Your dick is 2 inches shorter.
No.
Please make
you were
note of it on your
previously
character sheet.
you were previously 180, so I'd guess you're like 170.
Oh. All right.
Ish.
I don't know what is a 5'7" person weigh. I have no.
Yeah.
That means
So
2 pounds of it was out of the Johnson, though.
165.
Well, I'm a slightly larger.
I was gonna ask a
I'm
legit
8
question though.
Thank you.
That now I can't recall because we've had so many jokes about my Johnson.
It's decreased. It's reduced in stature.
You should be used to that by now.
It's a fantasy game, so your penis is small here too.
But it should go the other way. It's a fantasy game.
Not this one.
No, you cursed yourself. You did it to yourself. That's what really hurts.
No, God, no, I can't. Legitimately, I can't remember what I was going to ask. But okay, so I'm now updated permanently to 5'7". That's fine. But I guess the goal here was to just to slip out of the knotted rope and just keep my hands behind my back.
Okay, you're able to get them fully out of the ropes, and no one seems to have noticed.
Okay, good. I'm also adding the side quest to now grow 5 inches taller.
All right. So
as so many men do for their entire lives, you know.
So the one wizard is bending over, looking at Squawk while holding his staff out. Right as that happens, you see 3 wizards walk into the room with a handful, with one guard who's wearing this, like, might be brass or maybe it's a dirty gold. You're not really sure, but this very nice armor with a, like, kind of one of those Greek style, carved chest pieces that make them look really in shape. But you can also tell maybe not actually in that great
Big
shape.
6-pack.
Yeah, fake 6-pack kind of armor. And then behind that group, you see 3 other guards. One of whom is the one that was in the room with you who freaked out and ran out. And also behind one of those 3 guards has this big bushy red beard and a black cloak. So one of the wizards approaches and the wizard that was looking at Squawk kind of steps away in deference as one of the wizards approaches. This wizard looks to be a very young woman, maybe like a teenager. But as she turns her head, you see the other side of her face that was previously hidden by the hood. The other side of her face is old and wrinkled. So she's like, her body and half her face is young, one half of the face is old. And she holds her hands out, and she has 2 of the puzzle cubes in her hands.
Oh, the 2 pieces that we have?
Yes, your 2.
Oh, damn. I think it was 2 new pieces. That'd been so much easier.
And,
Yeah, we could have skipped 2 whole temples.
And she says, Yamok and Tessarian say that we should kill you immediately. There might be a way that we can both benefit. Where did you get these?
We got them in the temples around here.
So you like kind of perk back up?
Yeah, I perk right back up. We got them from the temples around here.
That obviously failed me.
As he does that, I was like, "Oh, thank God he's back. Oh, thank God."
The one of them looks over at you, Squawk. The woman, the young-looking woman, she looks at you and says, "My name is Zegmira. I lead what's left of this expedition to Omu. You find yourselves in dire straits. I think you recognize that. If you would work for us, we would put you to work to fetch and retrieve the remaining puzzle cubes and bring them back to us."
Why do you need this puzzle cubes?
I didn't say this was question time, did I?
Well, if you want us to work for you, I would like to know what you would like.
We seek entrance into Asererek's tomb.
As do we.
These puzzle cubes. We found the door. The door requires these puzzle cubes to be entered into insets within the door. We lack the puzzle cubes. You have been able to find 2 of them. Find the rest for us, and we will let you leave Omu freely.
How many puzzle cubes do you have?
We have none.
Then it seems that we are the better puzzle solvers, then, isn't it?
Seems like they have 2 to me.
Seems
Just
like they have us
saying.
dead.
You know, she says, "Well, perhaps you are the better puzzle solvers, and so this is why you will do this in return for your safety and your continued life."
And how will you ensure that?
By not
Ensure
killing
what?
us, Sigmundo.
I think that what my friend is trying to ask we've done this and we've already
You don't know
suffered
how
our own losses. Already done our we've gone through this. We would like to help you in getting these cubes. We don't want to be doing these our alone. We would like some assistance in doing this because these puzzles can get rather tricky, and we would like some assistance in navigating these puzzles.
Well, you've retrieved 2 of them yourselves. We have been subject to a significant setback from our original expedition. Many of our group have died at the hands of the UNT. I think what is fair here is you retrieve the puzzle cubes for us. We go into the tomb, and you leave Omu free to see another day.
I believe that, but I mean, I understand what you're saying, and I think that we're at an impasse here. You can kill us, but we've already had.
No.
we already
I don't think
no,
you
no,
speak
no,
for all.
no. What's to stop us from just finding the cubes and leaving?
them killing us.
No, we'll be gone at that point, and we will go and find cubes and then leave.
She looks around and she looks at Zigmundo and she says, "As I'm sure your friend knows, we have ways of compelling action that we agree to.
And we have ways of messing that up."
Jason
She,
would
she cocks
volunteer.
her eyebrow and says, "I believe that we're talking about how to keep you alive right now. I will remind you."
If I may,
These 2, and she points to the gold armored guy and this other wizard next to her. They want you dead. I'm trying to offer an olive branch here, and all of you are doing your best to reject it. Perhaps I should allow them to determine your fate.
I'd like to interject. I'd say we're not all doing our best to reject it. I think you've forgotten a critical component here is that the Yuan-Ti want us all dead.
Yes,
There are presents that will stop you from entering either the temples, or even if you should manage to get the cubes, ultimately the tombs. I think we'd both be served if Rosnasi was rotting in a grave somewhere, and I'd be very happy to collaborate on that end.
He looks over at one of the other mages, looks back and says, "On this, our goals are aligned. I've already taken steps towards them. I have an insider within the Fane."
Yeah, we've talked about that, actually. We found some of their traders ourselves. We're, I think, well positioned to negotiate with your man to stage a coup. There's no reason we need to be at odds at this juncture, as long as we're all still trying to kill Rosnasi. I think we're on the same page here.
Make a persuasion check.
No, I really believe that, though.
I didn't say deception.
Okay, yeah, I was like, Jason's totally on board with this plan.
The question is, can you
minus
persuade
one
them to agree?
charisma. Okay, well, still an 18. Wow, not bad.
She kind of crosses her arms and kind of, you see her kind of eyes roll back and forth as she thinks about this and says, yes, our interests may be aligned here. We have our insider. We haven't heard from her in quite some time. It's possible that something has gone wrong with that plan, and we could use some assistance in this endeavor. Okay, well, perhaps we come to an alternate arrangement. You help us learn how to find the cubes. We will go look for the cubes, while you go into the Fane and take care of Rosnasi.
what? Excuse me, if I may interject
The
here.
bonus is you don't die, Gordon, before you ask.
I appreciate the olive branch,
Obviously they don't
and
kill us,
I'm
not that we don't
not.
die.
I don't want
Okay,
to
yeah, that's fair. Someone
downplay
really
your
good
graciousness, and allowing us to live. But we just want to know what agreement we're signing up for here. Why do you want to get into the Temple of Asarerak? What is the end goal for your group here?
There is a powerful magical device deep under this city that Asarerak has constructed. We seek to take that device and return it back to Thay, where my superiors have interest in learning of the mechanisms by which Asarerak built this device.
Do you know where his temple is?
We know where the entrance to the tomb is, yes.
So our choices seem to be we either find the cubes for you, or we kill Rasnasi for you.
Do you have an
And
alternate suggestion?
If
Not
we
that you're in a position to negotiate, but I'm
I'm
always interested in hearing good ideas.
No, unfortunately, I've never. You mentioned you had an unfortunate incident
Never had a good
in town. Was there something specific that happened, or has it just been attrition that has dwindled your numbers?
We had another camp, and we were besieged by the undead, and they weakened our defenses. Following that, the Yuan Ti, the next morning, assaulted and killed many of our group. And what you see now is all that remains. She looks over at Orvex. It seems at least one survived without coming along with us, though. And Orvex kind of peeks out and says, I was trapped. Hello, good to see you again, Zamira.
And I will pipe up. We did find him under a huge heap of rubble. And I will speak for him and also promise that between us we can see Rasnasi dead.
Well, this would be good. And she kind of looks at the whole group. So, what shall it be? Option A, to the death. Option B, find and retrieve and bring back the puzzle cubes to us. Option C, destroy Rasnasi.
After
Parts of the Bane of the Night Serpent. Or do you have any other ideas?
Just you. You vote.
My question is, after we destroy Rasnasi, then what? We are here for a reason, and it is not simply to destroy Rasnasi.
Well,
then we
that's
shall
my
retrieve the puzzle cubes, and we shall enter the tomb.
Together?
Send to the depths. Oh, I have no interest in bringing you along.
Okay.
I'd rather get the cubes. I'd rather get the cubes than try to deal with the Rasnasi.
Agreed.
Might we speak with each other to come to a consensus? Fine.
You can, but we'll stay here.
Fair enough.
Of course.
I'll point out to the group that the Wizards are not the only ones after the cubes. Obviously, Raz has an abiding interest in defending his putative employer, and that he will be a challenge to us sooner or later. There's very little point in running through a series of traps surveyed by hostile wizards when we can improve our situation while also taking out another enemy on the field.
I just don't understand why we don't have. Why don't they help us find the cubes and we help them kill Rasnasi? Like, why can't
They're not trying to help us. They're our captors.
Well, they're going to go. We find the cubes and they go fight Rasnasi, or they get the cubes and we fight Rasnasi.
Right.
Why can't we both?
Our goal here is to find the cubes. Our goal is not to find Rasnasi.
He's going to stop us from the cubes and
killing him is ending the.
He's
death
a prerequisite to getting.
Rasnasi is a giant snake guy. Asarerak ends the death curse.
Hired by Asarerak.
Right.
He is a general of Asarerak. we were informed as much by Shaz Nabaza or whoever. He is Rosnasi is his
Right,
instrument.
but so we go and we kill Rasa C, and then we
you
find
think
out.
he's just gonna let us in?
No,
He won't.
no, that's not what I'm saying. Did I say that?
Well,
I
then
say
he-
we go to get the cubes and we
If
figure out.
we do
what
that, my
after
question
that.
is, and then the wizards gather all the cubes, then what?
I think we're in a position where we need to have a future and then plan.
One
for
of our
the future.
futures is go for the cubes, which is why I
I
vote for
say
that.
I say go for the cubes. Go for the cubes, and we figure out
Cubes.
once we get the cubes together, we figure out what we want to do.
That's
Maybe
why we're
we
here.
will
We
become
lost too
powerful
many-
enough to do something about our captors. But I think for now we just need to.
We
do some
lost too
busy
many in
work.
the cube hunt to abandon it now.
Yeah, we work with them, and maybe they'll even help us get some cubes.
Is the plan that they come with us?
No, but if something is very difficult,
What if,
we
what
wanna
if we
throw-
ask?
We want to throw them at clay golems instead of us.
What if we ask to hold on to one of the cubes?
Then they're going to deny you.
Imagine that's going to be.
You have zero leverage in this.
What is one of the
negotiation.
cubes?
That's a dumb idea.
Well, it doesn't let them into the tomb if we have one of the cubes. And that since they found 0 cubes and they're asking for our help
How
in
many?
finding
How
more,
many of our hands are tied up, and how many are theirs? tied
Yeah,
up?
they should
then-
come. If they want to come with us, I would love that.
We could thin them out.
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah, we could use some extra hands.
Ask if they'll send
jazz
people
hands.
with us. We'll see if they'll send some people with us, and
Yeah. Say that.
Well, no, literally started the conversation with that.
Well, okay, congratulations. We've come full circle. And yeah, let's go with keepers.
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 I
But
want
also
to live.
That's also sufficient equipment to accomplish our goals, obviously. And I'm actually willing
All
to
right,
sign
so
up.
I guess
the
Gordon,
Red
you were
Wizards.
talking with him. Why don't you convey our combined decision?
Who's that?
Gordon was talking with him.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, me?
Yeah, you were talking with her.
What's our
mean, I
what's
can
our
tell.
final option here?
We're going for the cubes. We're willing to accept their oversight whilst we seek for the cubes.
What does their oversight mean?
It means a couple people come with us and maybe they get killed by the tombs.
Did they say that?
No, but we
They
can.
said they
we
put
can-
some
said
magical hex on us or something so that we couldn't leave. Is what basically they said.
Well, encourage some personal oversight then. They're clearly
Hey, our how about this? Ask for some personal protection for our guide.
we need
what's his
him.
name?
He's desperately needed.
We asked for.
Why
a-
doesn't somebody else ask for it then? Because I don't understand what you guys want.
I don't know what you people want.
I don't.
all right, I'll step up. Say, I think we've come
Yes,
to a
please.
decision.
Okay, and so she kind of turns to look at you, and you can see the wrinkles all over her face as she turns. It looks like really old, like gross old, like 100 years old, like wrinkles on wrinkles.
Should I? So here's the question: Is it awkward enough? Should I be looking at her in the eyes, or should I just kind of be glancing away? And
Yeah, you might feel a
around?
little like it might be one of those.
Okay, well, I'll do this instead of talking like this. I'll be like, so we are going to. We would like to help. We would like to help in your search for the cubes in the area, as we feel we are likely best suited for that particular job. And I think we've already shown that there can be some good middle ground that maybe we can build some goodwill to our relationship.
She says, "Okay, well, excellent. I'm glad you've seen the logic in this course of action."
Thank you for the offer.
And you see the guy with the golden armor kind of slam his fist against the wall and turn around and walk back into the other room. And she says, "Okay, well," and she looks at the cubes. I'll be keeping these, of course. So by my count, you have 7 more that you need to find and return to us. Here's what I propose. You will each submit to us casting a gesh upon you.
A geese?
Yeesh. Yes.
No, I guessed.
I think
A
it's gesh. I think it's gesh.
Hey, she can cast whatever she wants on us.
You say that?
No, I was talking to Hillerson. Sorry. What is it, Cash?
Hey, can we have those cubes back?
I'd love my geese to be associated with the death of Roz in the Sea. Because honestly, I'm doing that anyway. I'm trying to sign up here. This is a
So
very
are you
difficult
saying
interview.
this to her?
No,
Yes.
no, I just he can't. Yeah.
Yes.
She looks at you and says, "Well, after you find the cubes, if you're interested in staying that course, regardless of your friend's interest, we could find an arrangement for employment to that end."
What is a gesh?
It's a compelling.
We're asking her.
Does Jason know what that is?
Yes.
Okay, then I'll
Well,
ask
I know what
Jason.
you said.
Hey, fighter, sword guy, what's a gesh?
Nah.
It's hey, and look, people that can swing swords know all about ways to compel people that can swing swords. Having been in the pits, it's something that compels you to action through magical means.
She says, "Yes, that's correct.
It's a leash. It's a collar.
Think of it as a contract that would be painful for you to break."
Yeah, you're the Suicide Squad now,
Why,
essentially.
why would we?
Out of
Why
there.
would we submit to this?
Because they're about
Why?
to kill us.
Okay, I'm.
I don't think that's quite. I don't know. That
Have you
that's
not seen
necessary
Suicide
in this
Squad?
area. We've already proven ourselves more than capable of being able to procure these cubes, as we did wander upon you with 2 to your none. You have already bested us. I think our goal here was to get the cubes in the first place, and I think that we can probably work a gentleman's agreement on this.
Says, "Well, I can see why you would prefer that, but I don't understand why we."
Well,
What's to stop
honestly,
you from
I'd
going and
rather hire
receiving one of the
myself on.
cubes?
You know, we've met your crew before. They seemed well disposed to us. We've helped the Red Wizards previously. If you
You
know Valindra Shadowbane, we helped her to her ends at some pyramid we were at. Then she invited us to the floating island.
You see all of the wizards kind of look over quickly at Zegnira with a look of, "You've met Valindra."
We were welcome. We were welcomed as honored guests for our help in that. You know, we've had a very serious misunderstanding here, and it's very unfortunate. But I'm sure we've all seen a lot of people die over less. We don't need to be in conflict here. We all want Roz and the Sea dead. Let's just work on that basis. Hire me on. Do you have a contract? I'd love to get paid. These guys haven't paid me a dime since I've been around.
She looks over at one of the wizards, says, "Go quickly. Send a message to Shadow Mantle Dyrax." He turns around and runs off to another room. She says, "We will speak to Valindra. If she vouches for you, the circumstances will change."
She'll remember me. I think she was into me.
Squawk maybe a tune as we wait.
Sing us a song, you're the piano man. Sing us a song tonight.
Is it bio break while we wait?
Yeah, I'm gonna grab a drink.
I gotta re-up and urinate.
Well, Nick sings My Way in its entirety.
Yes.
And so
Oh, I should really start singing more Sinatra.
Basically the worst prisoner song imaginable.
Alright. Verb.
Yeah. I gotta say, Troy, my initial reaction to this is like, oh, well, you gotta resist, we're in prison. And then I was like, wait, we don't actually not share any goals here, right?
True.
That's like, we're all, as far as Jason is concerned, they're just as good as the next set.
I think short-term goals, that's true.
That's true. Obviously. Yeah, they're a little, I'm more anti-undead, but I think it's fine to play down that aspect right now. If they want to kill snakes, I want to kill snakes, so we're not really enemies.
It's true.
It's like Mass Effect 2.
How was that?
They're Cerberus in this analogy.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I
And
know
the
what song I
snake.
wanted to be singing now.
And the
Although
snakes are the collectors.
Mass Effect 3, they weren't. Cerberus wasn't super great.
Well, no, but but in Mass Effect 2, Cerberus wanted to kill the collectors, which in the collectors in this analogy are the snakes, and then they had to be dealt with in Mass Effect 3 to get to the overarching threat, which obviously they would be, but
Yeah.
I
And
mean,
you guys are
Shepard still worked with them to kill the
blowed
Slick-
up in space. Blowed up in space Shepard right now.
That's me. Yeah, I am blowed up in Space Shepard. They are reconstructing me gradually through our diplomacy here. This is a major, and people are like, we haven't done anything. It's been an hour. I was like, no, these are major plot points. This.
I know what song I should have been singing. Damn it.
What was it?
Folsom Prison Blues.
Hear that being a coming. Open mouth.
When I was just a boy, my mama she had told me, always mind your manners, don't you ever play with. And I heard that train a coming. Down from San Antonio.
Well, you botched that badly, but I love your enthusiasm.
Can one of the spells be that we randomly roll, go back in time, redo this? Any song by Johnny Cash I should have been doing. Yeah, what's that feature in Forza? Just rewind.
Oh my god, do you guys ever play Burnout?
Yeah, Burnout was great.
No.
So
Never did.
my Lexi had a great quote in that while playing that game with me, which was I really like this game because it takes everything I'm good about with driving and turns it into a lot of fun.
It takes everything I'm good at with driving and I get points for it now.
Right.
So there's not a lot of parallel parking in the game, or
No, it's
Burnout was great.
Burnout is basically like, how do you cause the most damage in this accident right now? Meryl, I'm drinking this right now.
What's that? A Bud Light?
Yeah,
Doesn't
exactly.
look good.
It's a Coors in memory of a 102-year-old founder.
So of course.
No, you know the founder of Coors died this last weekend.
Is there a little bit of his ashes in that can?
This is not a Coors Light.
Weird thing about him, his last name was Miller. It's bizarre.
No, this is Doppelganger by Treehouse.
Oh, Treehouse. You were talking about them.
But does it change color if it can gets cold?
No.
Well, then what's the point?
You just kind of feel the can, and then you know it's cold. Turns out.
Well, let's just go back into
But sometimes you don't need to see a color to know it's cold.
Oh, this beer is woody and tastes of pineapple and smells of citrus. Oh,
All right, are we ready to get
it's so good. There's so much yeast in the bottom of this.
Let's all just take a moment to reflect and mourn Zygmundo's canonical dick shrinking, and then move on.
Take note in your player sheet.
So,
Update it. Put it in the features.
roughly 20 minutes after the guy ran out of, everybody's back together. They're all talking to one another. You try to speak to them again, but it's very clear they don't want to talk to you again until some message has come back. 20 minutes into that wait, you see a bright light grow out of the floor, and the bright light turns into a line that stretches about 4 feet across, and then a door made out of light rises out of that floor and opens up, and out steps Belinda Shadowmantle. She's relatively young looking, looks like an elf, long blonde hair, wearing a black cloak, cloth cloak over top of a red robe. And she looks over at your group, and she looks and says, I don't recognize. Oh, okay. And she looks at you, Zigmundo, and she recognizes you.
Jason was there too.
It's a me, a Zigmundo,
And
and I
Squawk.
wave with my free arm.
And then
Yeah.
she looks and Jason. Well, she doesn't really recognize Squawk.
No,
Oh, that's right. He actually was. Yeah.
no, he's just blue now.
Because
He blew himself early.
You guys do like sure do like birds.
Abu D, Abu
The
Da.
other wizards, as soon as she arrives, Zegmira, who is the wizard, the woman, the half old face, immediately is Mistress Shadowmantle. Welcome to this is a library here in Omu that we've found safety in, and there's a lot of useful information here. And she kind of waves her off, not being very interested. And she approaches your group and leans down to Zigmundo and Jason and says, well, the last time we met, I think that you were withholding some interesting information from me, weren't you?
Well, you'd only asked how to get up. The questions are very important.
No, Jesus.
Well, as you can see, we've found the city without your. We did have to take a stop and see some of your friends at Camp Righteous first, though.
Oh,
I'll
those
tell them
guys?
you said hello the next time.
What a pill!
So it sounds like you've gotten yourselves captured, and there's a deal on the table for you. Of course, and she kind of looks at Zegmira. You can't trust them. I hope you know that. But put them to use. They seem to be quite competent.
Can I ask
And,
what? Excuse me. Hey, Gordon Podad here.
Belt you.
Can I ask? There's a history here. Just wondering what happened here before you melt my face.
Yes, well, we've encountered a few of your friends, or at least two of them. And she looks at the bird and says, I don't know, maybe that one too. Not sure. We encountered them outside of Ziggurat in the northern aspects of Chult. And as you've heard, we have very compatible interests here. And yet, as forthcoming as we were with your friends, they were less forthcoming with us and sent us on a bit of a wild goose chase.
Well, technically, all you said is you wanted to get up there. But bygones. Obviously, you got here. Great to see you.
Where did they send you?
Well, nowhere in particular. We were hoping to rise to the top of the ziggurat, and that eluded us.
Well, what did they tell you to do?
Well, they didn't give us anything that was specifically helpful. We saw them coming down, but we're getting past the important part here.
What did they tell you? You didn't answer.
First impressions can be
what
difficult.
did they tell
Shut
you
up,
to do?
Jordan. Not your business. Mind your bees next.
I'm about to get destroyed and killed here. It is my business, sir. What did they tell her to do? What did you tell her to do?
What's in the box?
Melt him.
I'd like to know why I'm going to die.
Melt his character to a slag.
She tells you don't have to die. I never dispose of a useful tool before it's served its purpose. My understanding from Zegmira is that we are stymied by Esararax into the tomb. So if you'll help with that, then you'll be allowed to live.
Love to help with that. That's our goal as well. That's the whole reason we're here.
Fantastic. Zegmira, is there a place where I can set up for my studies? And Zegmira kind of motions to one of the guards who comes along, and Valendra turns and looks at Zigmundo and Jason and says, I'll be seeing you soon if you live.
Tally ho!
And walks off, and one of the other wizards with them. So Zegmira says, "All right. So what shall it be? Do you submit to the Gesh?"
Not sure what a gesh is. I think you might mean a goose. I don't know, but yeah, sure. Lay it on me. We do need our equipment to proceed
I looked
in a
up the
way that's
pronunciation
effective.
beforehand, by the way.
What is involved with this geesh?
It's just a verbal contract to make sure that what you say that you'll do, you follow through on.
It's not.
And if we
I
break the
swear-
contract,
It is painful.
If I might submit first, I would swear to get all the
Hey,
cubes.
Sigmundo,
and
I think
kill
you might be able to
Rossi.
do. You might know what this is. So Zig, do you want to make an Arcana check?
I
You
will
might know more
absolutely
specifics
do
about
so.
this.
It's not good, guys.
I can.
I think you could get
Oh,
that from the
Jesus.
context
Seven.
clues that it's not good.
I'm the worst, guys. I just want to submit. I'm the worst person ever.
So that's good enough. It doesn't take much. This is a well-known spell. This is not really obscure. You don't know the specifics, Zigmundo, but what you know is that it's kind of like suggestion, except it lasts a pretty long time. You know, many days, perhaps even weeks, and that if you go against effectively the suggestion, it hurts you. The magical, the arcane energy kind of invades your body and hurts or even kills you.
Oh boy. I let everybody know this in an Italian accent.
how many people are in the room right now?
You've got the 6 of you, which includes Orbex, that are all you're all bound. Actually, with Zigmundo's not. You've got 3 wizards and 2 guards.
So I'd like to volunteer to step up and say, yes, absolutely. I'm glad we've managed to come to terms. I'd like to swear to retrieve the cubes, deliver them to the Wed Wizards, and ensure the death of Rosnacy.
Okay,
As he's doing that, can I do something?
you can.
You have a sword. Do you just want to cut their heads off?
Well,
If you go rogue at this point, I might have to turn on you. Just FYI.
No, let him do it. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, Troy's face does not look encouraging right now.
I'm just very curious to see what happens.
Let's flames it up, fellas.
At this point, I really whatever I'm doing, I want him to do it just to see what he's thinking.
Nick, are you sitting on the floor in front of your bathroom?
No.
that not where you
no, that's
go?
fine. If he wants to submit, I guess sure, then he can.
No.
No, I've
You're
offered.
not doing
I've
anything?
offered very reasonable terms, and I'm excited to fulfill them.
I'm thinking. So what's the setup of the room? How are we set up in here right now? What's the layout?
I think I could show you guys
Uh-oh. Finally.
if this is what you want.
That's what we want. Oh my. Yes.
So I don't really see any enemies.
You can't? I'm looking as you, and
I
you can
see multiple wizards.
I see one wizard to my east. I guess it's Orvex.
We're more surrounded than
That
you
is not
think.
Orbex. Orbex is to your south.
Okay.
Fuck.
From what I can see,
Yeah, it
we're
is.
more
Sorry.
surrounded than we
And
think.
so is there one entrance into the room?
No.
No. There's an entrance to your south. That's the other room that you could overhear them arguing from. There's also the main entrance is to your west, and that was the entrance. To the west is the main staircase that you previously did battle in. And also there's an entrance to the north, which is the direction that Valindra's Shadowman told.
All right, I mean, proceed, I guess.
That was a lot of time wasted for you to say nothing. What were you gonna do? Just do it.
Do it.
You don't want me to do it.
I do. I want you to do it. Unless do it is sit on your hands.
So are you done? Is that it?
Should I move on?
No. I wanna hear the silent man speak. Otherwise, I'm gonna do shit.
All right, we got another 5 seconds or so before. Keep on trying.
What is Jason being cursed right now? Is he being
No.
touched?
No,
He is
I'm
just. he just kinda
volunteering
professed something.
under terms that I have suggested that are amenable to them.
No magic is being cast right now.
And so there is, from what I can tell, 4 people looking at the group of us.
There seems to be at least 4 people.
You looking around, you think that there's more like 5.
Can I gather how intently they're staring at us and where their attention is at the moment?
I mean, they're all looking at you guys. I mean, they're talking.
Just as at the group, not necessarily.
Like they're not like hawkeyeing you. They're not investigating you necessarily, but they're
Yeah.
talking to you. So,
I'd like to personally
Okay,
be
I
trying
got
to
you.
step forward at this time, by the way,
So you can stand up, right?
Yeah.
You stand up.
to sign up.
Here, and you can kind of walk to here. You
Very
can-
well.
What's your
past the
HP
window.
status, Jason?
1.
Fuck.
Can I, as he's doing that, I don't know if you want
It's
to.
a big ol' one.
Something I'd like to do while he's kind of in motion as.
Okay, go for it.
No. Do I want to cast? No, I'm sorry. I don't want to cast it. Let him go.
Okay.
God damn it! All right,
No, I don't want to cast it.
fuck this noise.
get
I'm burning shit down.
Okay. What are you doing?
Oh my god. Well, no, I'm
Let's get
actually
outta
doing
here.
a lot more slumbery.
Let's get out of here.
All right, so I have a logistical question. This is what I want to do, and once I've asked you, I'm already committing to it. I just need to know how the mechanics are going to work.
Okay.
I'm casting sleep. Now, sleep affects a 20-foot radius. Does that
Yep.
mean it's also going to affect my party members, or do I have the ability to more around my party members?
No, it casts. It's everybody in that radius.
Lowest HP first, so I'm going down immediately if you can't sleep at those
Me
guys.
too.
Followed by you and Cordon.
Followed by half of us.
Depending on where he
I've got
centers it.
13. So, I mean, I effectively could walk up to you and wake you up, but
Oh, that's
It's an HP pool, right? So you have a certain amount of points that are expended. You can only
Right.
put a person to sleep if you expend over their amount of HP with what you have in your sleep pool. Okay, and it starts with the lowest HP member. So I go to sleep,
Squawk goes to sleep.
Squat goes to sleep, and then whatever's left is what you have for everybody else. There's
Alright.
no way you put 3 other guys to
And
sleep.
Squawk, your shield is gone, by the way.
Okay.
That was only a 1-minute shield.
Ah, okay. I was wondering. Just in case anyone wants to cast magic missile at me
So,
right now.
so Zig, you kind of make this choice really quick. Are you doing it or?
Go.
no, I'm gonna not. But shit.
Did they accept my contract or not?
So Zegmira turns to you and says, "All right. Well, if you'll come outside with me, we'll make this official."
Who's she saying that to?
She says that to Jason.
Yep, I go up.
Do we all go or just one of us?
Are you asking her?
Yes.
Yeah. She says, "Well, just your friend here, the the fighter, just for now, and then tomorrow morning we'll set the rest of you up.
No. We're not. You're
I'm
not
sorry,
taking him away from us.
Hold on, Troy. That's her right here, right?
It's her right here.
Oh, okay.
She's the old.
Not the green tokened one.
You get all of us or none of us.
Sorry, he shouldn't
No,
have. the
I'd be
green
like,
one.
I'd wave him off. I'd be like, no, look, we need to build trust. We've had a difficult first meeting.
Yeah, I
I'll
agree.
put the purple token on the one Zegmira.
We're not in a great position to negotiate. Please, let's build trust.
Okay.
The consequences of an untrustful relationship could be very dangerous.
She turns and says, after the battle that you all forced us into, we're running short on magical spells. And as you've probably seen, it's dangerous to cast spells here. I'm going to take your friend outside. We will settle this contract, and I will bring him right back. No harm will happen to him. In the morning, we will go outside with the rest of you and find this gesh to each of you as well.
I'm going to say out loud as my character, I don't like what's happening.
I'm gonna cast Mage Hand.
To do what?
Okay, and do what?
I'd like to untie Gordon.
Okay, so go ahead and do a sleight of hand.
Oh, please be good. If you're gonna do it.
Okay. That's good enough. And so, Gordon, you feel the restraints loosen. They don't fall off entirely, but you feel you could kind of pull on them for a second, and they would drop off. Andy, go ahead and roll a D100.
God damn it, Jason! Why are you in my way?
Oh,
Okay, so you feel like you feel a little faster, like if you were to cast a spell again, you could do so more as a bonus action instead of an action.
Oh!
It's a nice little shake you got there.
you're feeling faster. Like you could just do this now.
With my hands
I didn't know
untied,
how to impart
Two
that
things
as a mechanic.
instead of one thing.
I'd like to do something with my hands untied.
Okay.
Oh God.
Uh-oh.
All right. Can you ping the point?
Well, it's 60 feet, so I mean...
It'd be on me.
No.
Are you doing it on yourself?
It would be on myself.
In a 15-foot radius. So that means
pretty far, man.
3 cubes out from the point he designates.
No, in this room, it's pretty far.
It's the whole room.
It's basically everybody.
Yeah, it's everybody. Okay, so let me just drop a thingy so we can keep track of this. I think it's that.
I'm leaving a thing called
Did I
love.
count that correctly? Not quite. I think I went off by
Because
one.
it's the darkness. I get it.
Now or never, boys.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm sorry, guys. This is an RP thing. I'm not going to submit to
Whoa,
another
whoa,
master.
what
I'm already a
happened,
warlock. I've already got a patron. I've got the Raven Queen. This is not happening. I'm sorry.
Okay. At this moment, this has already gone into effect, right, Troy?
Yes, this is now in effect.
Okay. I yell for Jason to take
Well, let me just
several
fix-
steps to his left.
He can see.
Okay. Hold on a second, because
Yeah,
I
just go ahead and motion. I can see you.
Okay, fine.
Well, hang on, we gotta see what
You
Meryl's
need to
spell
move.
does.
You need to
I
move like
just
10.
need to just a second, guys. I just need to resize. Really.
That's okay. I saw the map move a bit.
That's sleight of hand check, though.
+9, man.
+9 is not a small amount. Plus.
I got
Okay,
got +9 to that in stealth.
Yeah,
Okay.
that is
Shit, I care less about this character than Recto, so I'm sorry.
That's a bard modifier right there. +9 is
Yeah.
serious business.
Expertise.
and that was your D100 there.
Mm-hmm.
You feel yourself float off of the ground,
Good.
as you've effectively cast the spell Levitate.
Wow, that makes you even spookier.
Yeah, it does.
Okay, and so everybody this darkness just emerges out of Gordon.
Hibernations.
Covers all of you. We're gonna go ahead before anybody does anything else. We're gonna go ahead and roll initiative.
Could you ping our stuff?
Sure. Yeah, it's right over here.
What do you mean?
Where our stuff is.
Oh. Oh shit. Initiative is high so far.
I'd like to take this time to say, suck it, Pritchard.
Thank you for that valuable PSA.
Uh-huh.
Nick, you ain't doing it, man. I need you beat assassins.
I know.
You're
Although
not gonna
I'll
do
be
it. He had
tied.
90
I'll be
points
tied
out
with
of his
I'll be tied with Danny, and I'll have you all play over him. So
That
it's
pass
just a second.
interference on Gordon killed me.
Yeah.
Gordon.
I mean, that would have been like a 50-yard touchdown reception.
Gordon.
Can I say too that I may have an absolute man crush with Todd Gurley?
Yeah, I bet you do.
I think I
Alrighty,
might pay to 67, 68
Be
bucks.
right back.
Okay. So Gordon, you're up.
God damn. All right, wait. So Troy, real quick.
Yeah.
You went into battle after the darkness was cast, correct?
It's not battle. It's
Initiation, sorry. But
No.
as soon as the
Turn-based
darkness was
action.
cast.
Initiation. They're hazing us.
we're tracking
Turn, I
time
have
now, 'cause
another.
For the
Given-
record,
Given
squat
what
right
you've
now.
done, it now matters who does what in what order. That's why
That's
the
fine.
tracker is up.
Initiative, not initiation. Very sorry.
For the record, if this was Return of the Jedi, this would be this is right before the Luke and the whole team go off against Jabba, and they're doing that whole like every time that the drum hits, like they pan to a different character who's posing in a different action. When it hits Squawk, he's like C-3PO just standing there like, "What's going on, guys?"
Oh my god.
I know, I'm sorry. I
That was
know
a
this
really-
limits
that was a
our
really big
characters
blowback
here.
for a very lame punchline, but that is essentially what this is. Is Squawk's just like, "Oh wait, okay."
Okay.
I summon my sword.
Okay. All right.
I thought we
it's in
had a
your
good
hand now.
plan, but now we're
We
doing
did.
it instead. Okay.
And so who can I see around me? Like I can see, and I guess I can see what I see, right? But
Yeah, you can see what you see.
okay. Then
Been fun, boy.
yeah, sorry guys. This is
Let's
not.
play it out to the end.
I'm not gonna be someone's slave. Like this is not gonna happen. I'm not gonna be somebody else's slave. Yeah. Okay.
Can I?
Okay.
That's it. I'm done.
Was that your turn? Okay. So Orvex. I can't see. What have they done? I'm blind. And he like stumbles into this wall over here. In a panic. Jorben.
Good job, Orvex.
All right, so my
You leave
limitations
Orvex
with
alone.
sight-
Orvex didn't
So
drop.
Jorben, I believe your hands are still tied.
Okay.
Because you undid Gordon's hands, but not
Yeah,
your own.
so my hands are still tied. Can I do anything to try to get my arms out from underneath my legs and get them out in front so I can maybe start trying to untie them myself?
Sure. Yeah, go ahead and make an acrobatics check. Yeah, you do it. You kind of do the thing where you don't even get on the floor.
Jump right.
You like do the hop.
The
Can I
kip.
like just joint my elbows and like swing around 5 times and would that be considered my action or my bonus action?
I'll just use that as like I'll say that
Sorry,
Oh,
you broke
standing up.
there.
standing up and they're now in front of you. It's still tied.
How does movement work in this sort of blinded
You
scenario?
still have just as much movement.
You're just gonna run into a wall.
So
you
like if
can't
I
see.
say I want to move here, can I do that? Can I?
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay. And yeah, I'm gonna run.
Okay.
You said our gears we thought was over here.
It's in the darkness, actually.
In the darkness. Okay.
It's in the room with us, right? Like we
Jason
saw
knows
it.
where it is.
So I guess what I want to do is I want to untie. I'm gonna untie my hands and I'm gonna move and I'm gonna use my cunning action to hide in the corner.
Okay, so go ahead and make a sleight of hand roll to undo.
Oh,
That's still good enough.
Wow, with a +9.
Barely good. I mean, basically you
Isn't a
couldn't fail.
natural 1 like an auto
shoot
fail?
Yeah. So you barely get off. It's hard to do, and you kind of you can feel your skin tear as you're pulling it out. Kind of.
His minimum is a 10.
You've got some blood dripping down your wrists and your hands that kind of slicks enough that you pull it out, and you've got the rope still tied around one
How
wrist.
much
but they're
HP is
free
that?
now. That's none. That's a freebie.
Oh, come on.
um,
No, skin missing is HP.
He's bloodied.
I'm going to move over to here, which I can kind of.
Yeah, this is a difficult terrain right here, but yeah.
The HP
Okay.
for me.
Let me get right there then.
Yep.
And oh god, there's a guy there. Fuck.
Nah.
Ah!
You don't actually know that though.
Surprise!
I don't know that till now, or
You still don't know it.
I still don't.
You
know.
can't see.
You better hope he
Oh,
doesn't know
that's
it
right.
either.
I'm gonna then take my cunning action to hide.
Yeah, this is a Slender Man
Go and make a
situation.
stealth check, please. Nice.
You
Well
can
done.
definitely do that
Alright.
because you're obscured. Yeah.
Zigmundo.
Okay, I just want to get a better sense of darkness. Does that mean that
You
dark
can't see
vision?
shit.
It is magical darkness.
Well,
You
find
yes,
it-
I understand that from reading.
Dark vision doesn't do a single thing for this. You would need blind sight or true sight.
Oh, so
Or
I'm
both.
shooting in the dark.
You literally cannot see. You couldn't see the hand in front.
Jason, I'm really sorry. You're in the way, man. I don't know what to say.
You don't have to explode things when you can't see anything.
My character
You don't have
has
to do
burn
it.
shit.
A human
Set it
wouldn't
on
do
fire.
that.
It's gotta happen. Otherwise,
Nobody, by the
my
way, has
burn
attacked
is
anybody
forfeited.
yet. Just for its worth, nobody has attacked anybody yet.
That's not my character.
Just saying.
I knew you'd kill
Okay,
me.
what are you
one
gonna
day.
do?
You do you, man.
God damn it, man. Ah. Hold on a second. God damn it.
My next character is gonna swear the death of Zygmunt. That'll be him. That'll be his character.
All right. Troy, this is my first order of movement here.
Okay.
I'm gonna move 5 feet to the north of where I currently am. I'm assuming I can kind of partially duck underneath.
There's actually yeah you can get there. There's like an overturn case, but you can.
You keep moving Gordon though.
Gordon.
No, I said
You're gonna
Like
be
the
doing that
mustard,
forever.
Poupon.
okay. And I'm gonna duck down real low, as is the secondary nature of my character.
Okay.
Apparently, I'm not gonna do jack shit, and I'm gonna try to be as stealthy as possible.
You can still be very
So
Zygmundo.
you're gonna take a hide action.
Mage
I'm gonna
armor
take a
up.
hide action.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and roll stealth.
Thank you, Hillers.
You're welcome.
And I'm rolling stealth. Oh shit!
Oh,
Look at you.
I am invisible. I am the knight.
You are books. If anyone looks at you, they just see books.
So Jason,
Look how hazy this is. This is beautiful.
Yeah. That's...
what book would you
Uh,
be, Zygmundo?
So,
A path less taken.
Okay, fair enough.
does it seem as though I'm in a situation
Fahrenheit 451.
wherein I would need to disengage from the person next to me?
well, so in
Or
the turn
since
order
we-
they haven't done anything, right? So
Since we haven't fought, or since she can't see, maybe I don't have to do that.
So mechanically, she would have an attack of opportunity on you. That said, like mechanically, it would be hard for her to hit given the darkness issue.
It's a disadvantage.
So I don't know what you're asking.
Well, I'd like to move, but I'd like to assess the danger of the person closest to me, given that we were not technically yet fighting. Or
So are you asking kind of from an RP perspective?
Yes, from an RP perspective, does it seem
I
like
run away,
she's
will she hit
prepared
me?
to attack me? Yes.
She seems surprised.
Or can I see her
right now.
face? Does it seem like she knows where I am in the darkness? Because I can see her face.
She's looking around and like looking at her hand. It seems like she's impacted by the dark.
Very well. Then
And seems quite surprised at the moment.
Okay, so I would like to move 1 square to my left.
Okay.
Okay, and grab my gear.
Okay, you're able to grab. Yeah, you can see it, and so you're able to reach in and grab your gear. You are missing the cloak.
Can I see? Do
You
any of
must
the
find and kill
do
the
any of the
owner
people
cloak.
here have that cloak?
None of the people in this room have that.
All right,
You move to the next room to find the cloak.
all right.
Fuck the
I'd like
cloak.
to move. I'd like to move 1 more square off to my left.
Okay.
Right. Take a second wind.
Okay.
So let me roll a 1d10 here.
Yeah. By the way, getting your gear I'll count as a bonus action.
It's to interact with objects. Yeah. 1d10. Nope.
Wait,
Okay.
did Killers just tell you what's up?
I mean,
No.
he told me that I should have ruled
My
it as
intent.
an action.
My
but
intent.
Right, but that's technically an action.
Is it? I thought it was like a bonus.
Interact with objects is well.
So in any case, 7 plus, I think it's my warrior level, which is 5. So I will gain 12 hit points.
Okay.
So I will be at 13, and right now if I'm going to set a reaction, that counts as my action. Yes. If anyone within my attack range attacks any of my party, I would like to attack them.
What was your second wind? What?
Oh, it's
that
a
was your action,
bonus.
wasn't it?
It's a bonus. Right, so I have to take that away because I already used the bonus to get my gear.
So here's what I'll give you. I'll let you have picked up the gear with your action and taken second one bonus action.
Very well. Then I am here in the corner.
Okay.
Thus I remain. Thus ends my turn. Proceed.
All right. So
Thank you for the quick ruling.
So Dyrax, one of the wizards in the hallway, what's happened? What's happened? They're trying to escape. Kill them. And he steps back out of the darkness. And that's actually where he will end his turn right now. Squawk.
Nick?
Oh, it's my turn. I am so sorry.
Oh,
I was
dude, I was
actually-
like, did I lose
You-
everything?
you are-
Man, the dramatic pause was killing
Sorry.
me.
Okay.
Yeah, I
so
thought he
this
was
is
going to do something like crazy.
Oh, I got this. I
He's
got
like
this.
turning to the
Don't worry,
camera and be
I got
like,
this.
I explode.
no, we don't die.
He's like, what? That's me?
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Three amigos shit right there.
I've come to see you again.
Nice.
That'll be my bardic inspiration that I'll give to whoever. I'll give it to Gordon, but I kind of want to give it to whoever does it because I'm just kind of doing a performance of that song. That's DM's discretion.
Are you asking, can I give it to all of the people that hear it?
Not anyone. Any like. I'll give it to Gordon. No, that's the rule. I don't know why I'm asking. That was a silly thing.
Okay.
I'm giving it to Gordon.
It's all pretty silly. Fucking great.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
So are you staying where you are?
And I'm staying where I am because I have no idea what's going on. There's just suddenly darkness now, so I'm singing this song. and it just happens to give inspiration to Gordon, but I have no idea what's going on.
Okay. Are you? Is that your? The end of
And
your
that's my
turn?
turn. I'm sorry. Yes.
I reek
Okay.
fucking
So
hell.
the wizard next to you, Squawk. He.
And that does not count as
uh,
a spell, right? I mean, I'm making sure for Hello Teacher moments.
That does not. That's
Okay.
correct. The one next to you goes, Dyrex! Dyrex, I can't see! And Jason, you can see him hold his hand up and cast a spell. And
Oh,
he
shit.
casts, it looks like he tries to cast light, and you see briefly a pinprick of bright light, and it gets sucked up into the darkness.
Nope.
leaves.
Yeah,
But
as that's not an attack on any of my compatriots, I don't think that would trigger my counterattack.
Well,
I was saying that you see it because you are one of the only ones that can see it.
Oh,
guess,
yeah,
Gordon,
I see
you saw
everything.
it. You saw it as well.
Because a snake bit me in the face, giving me superpowers.
Oh boy. Okay.
Oh god.
You did
well,
this.
now everyone can see
No.
everything because now everything's on fire.
Everything that happens now is your fault, Mike.
Yeah.
They're gonna blow me up. I'm gonna end up in the lava.
I won't be a
My
slave.
My next character will seek your death. Will haunt you like a poltergeist.
Okay. So.
You're willing to submit to be a slave a lot faster than I will.
No,
So
their goals were aligned with mine. More so
So
than
Jay-
yours, apparently.
So Jason and Gordon, you guys see this strange creature floating in the air appear out of nothingness. It's floating. It has these tentacles dripping from it and two large eye stalks.
Oh, gee.
Oh no.
Looking around, and
That's
it looks
real
very-
bad.
It looks
That's
very
real bad.
agitated. And it appears. Let me.
Is it a fucking beholder?
No, only
No.
two? Beholder has many.
No, just two eyes in a ball.
We don't know that it can see in the dark either,
The
though.
one eye.
Is it a froghemoth? Because I know my opinion on froghemoths, and it is
It's a-
negative.
Flump.
I don't like it. It is a flying spaghetti monster.
It is.
All right. So the flump just starts flailing. It doesn't know what to do. It kind of shrieks, and like you can hear it inside your head, but it doesn't seem like you didn't hear it with your ears, just inside your head. It starts to flail, and yeah, it's going to make a melee attack against you, Gordon,
Okay.
with disadvantage. So it does not hit.
Lump.
All right. That is and it just let's see.
God, that's a 1 and a 2 on your rolls. Ouch.
I know. Hopefully it does better when attacking our enemies.
All right, it just moves this way until it slams into a wall. All right.
Does it take damage? Does it get bloodied?
No, it does not. All right, so Zagmira yells out, "You fools!"
And Troy
No,
breaks
you
up.
cut out. You cut out after you
Oh.
fools.
What does she say?
She says that she was trying to save you, and she sounds angry and a bit anguished. And what does she do? Yep, so Gordon, you see her disappear. And
I don't know where she is. How would I see her disappear?
you can see in the dark, can't you?
Don't you have
I can't see
dark
her around walls.
She's right
She's
here.
not
I think
around
you-
walls.
Oh, that's
Oh,
her?
she's right too.
I don't know who's who,
I gave her
so...
I gave her a little pink dot.
Okay, I didn't know that. Gotcha.
Yeah, and she
Explained it twice.
poofs away and reappears elsewhere.
Okay.
All right. So one of the thugs, this one up here, is he just grabs his mace and shouts out, "You bastards!" and just swings it wildly. Dorban, this potentially hits you. This is going to be with disadvantage here. Yeah, make this here for me to do this. Okay. He's going to take 2 swings here. Misses. Misses.
Oh, thank God, misses.
All right. This other thug, he runs straight this way, swings at the air, and doesn't hit anything. Another thug comes up, and you can hear him asking Dyrax, "What's happened? What is that?" And as he looks and points toward the darkness. And that'll be it for them. Gordon, your turn.
As my, I don't know if this would be as my action, but I'll start my turn by screaming, here's my counter offer. We look for the same ends here. We will not submit to your gesh, whatever you call it, but instead, we'd be willing to join with you for the same ends. We'd be willing to take some of your wizards with us, and we'd be willing to try to accomplish the same goals. Your alternative is we fight and kill as many of you as we can as we go down, and your numbers continue to dwindle.
Okay. So I'm going to say that was at least your bonus action. I'll let you still have your action. Or if you'd prefer, you can have your bonus action and use your action.
I'd like to, as my action, just take a reaction to where if somebody attacks us after saying that I will return the attack. That I will attack the guy who is closest to me.
What about the flump?
I don't give a shit about the
move.
flump.
Yeah, I don't think you'd be able to move.
I don't have to move. There's a guy right southwest of me.
Okay. Got it. All right. So is that the end of your turn?
Yeah, and that's how I'd like to end my turn.
Okay. So Orvax on his turn shouts out, "No, they're gonna kill us!" That's it for him. Dorbin.
Want to kind of stay in this. I'm gonna start off and yell to kind of pile on to what they've already heard out of the voices and say, yes, we've shown ourselves worthy, we've shown ourselves powerful. We can sit here and cast all day long and you will die along with us, but I think it's all the best that we work together to find a means to this ends before we all kill each other right here, right now.
Okay.
And
Okay.
I'd like to I guess this is more of an RP question. Could I have navigated back to where the gear was? Or am I kind of like, is the darkness, like, do I think this darkness is so thick that even if I stumbled on it, I couldn't find it?
It would be really hard to get back to it. I'll let you survival check, try and kind of navigate your way back based upon just like mental imagery of the environment.
I don't think I'm particularly great at that. So I don't think I'm going to try to do that then.
Okay.
Then I will use my.
Brady.
I don't know he's there, do I?
Galloping Brady.
You do not know he's there.
Okay. Well, then
you felt like some motion by you when he swung at you, but it's hard to tell which direction he was in or anything like that.
Well, I'm not really wanting to try to start something here, so I'm gonna actually disengage, knowing that there's somebody at least close-ish, and just try to back up the direction, kind of backwards.
Just hide again,
which would put me here.
Okay.
And then I'm going to hide once more.
Okay.
Nick is playing War Thunder.
I'm not playing War Thunder.
And that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Sigmundo.
I'm still technically hidden, or has my hiding worn off?
You just took a hide action last turn, right? It lasts until you. No, it doesn't wear off, and it lasts until you do something like Andy, like Dorbin shouting, wore it off. That's why he had to take the hide action again.
Or until you are discovered, like regular hiding.
So you're still hidden right now.
Are we using the seek and hide rules, or you know?
Seek and hide. What neighborhood did
I'm
you
sorry.
grow up
I was thinking of the traditional hide and seek.
Oh, those are standard, man. Worldwide.
Oh, okay. Thanks for clarifying that,
Yeah.
Chris.
Yeah, no, you can die as a child in hide and seek rules. No one might ever find you.
Oh,
Jesus
touche.
Christ. What is wrong with you?
Things accelerated quickly there.
God,
All right,
sakes.
Zigmundo, what are you doing?
Yeah, thank
Let's
you,
keep it
Troy, for
moving.
keeping us on task. Jesus Christ, I have no idea.
Yeah, this is all my fault.
Well,
You were in the
Not
way. I
sure
would've
who
fucking
said
set
that,
everybody on
but, you know.
fire. I would have set everybody on fire. Everybody would be burning right now.
Including
The
Jason,
cleansing
who would be in a heap.
Yeah.
So sorry for preventing you from your dream of killing
Sacrifice one to
Light
get us
fire.
all killed.
Yes, everybody would have been on fire in a glorious blaze of cleansing.
Well, we'll know in about 3 turns if they will accept our desperate pleas.
Yeah, I guess that's fine. You know what, Troy? I mean, I got nothing to
Throw
do
on
here.
top. Throw
What?
your own speech on top.
Late game summary: Sigmundo is the Terminator.
He's the one who's going to kill most of them if he can.
Sent from the future.
Oh my god. There's your MVP, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm just gonna hide low. I mean, that's it.
That was fantastic.
That was a real breath holder moment. Yeah.
That's my turn.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Jason, you're up.
I'd like to find Zigmundo's bag among the heap
Okay.
and throw it to Zigmundo.
Oh, that'd be great. Thank you.
All right. You find it. You throw it to him. It just slams into like the side of his head.
Yeah.
And drops to the ground.
that was actually Jesus' one of the more successful attacks.
Now he'll know it's there. That's an attack roll for me.
Do you guys a priority die roll now because you hit something?
I would also no, I have to do an attack to do that. Okay, I will set my reaction to attack if I am attacked.
Okay. All right.
Counterattack, essentially counterattack reaction. So
Okay. So Dyrax shouts out, Zegmira, I'm outside the darkness, but I can't see them. That's really all he can do.
In restless dreams I walked alone through the streets of cobblestone, neath the halo of a street lamp. I turned my collar to the cold and damp when my eyes were stabbed by the flash of a neon light that split the nights and touched the sound of silence.
Gordon.
That's all. I'm still singing my song.
You're right next to the dude. Just like reach out and tickle him or something. Come on.
I have one
no.
hit point. I have no idea what's going on.
That was well
I'm-
done, Nick. That was well done.
I'm also I'm really digging that.
That was the end of my turn.
Are you,
Wait, you didn't cast silence. You just wasted that opportunity for future bard moments.
No, don't
Okay,
cast.
we don't
No,
want silence. We don't
no.
want silence. We want the randomness of everything.
Got it. No, I agree. I just
so Nick, was that an inspiration?
Nope, that was just me finishing my performance because I'd already done my inspiration.
You could do another one.
I love
I
it.
cannot
Alright.
because I do not have any more.
He's
Okay.
out.
So the wizard next to you, you can.
He used
hear
a
him
couple of
I
the
hear
last
one of them, and
Singing
Gordon,
a
you see him-
delightful folk ditty.
you see the wizard hold his hand out, and 3 glowing blue darts emerge from his hand. And
You're gonna cast counter spell.
okay,
Aren't you immune to magic missile?
not anymore.
Oh.
That was like 45 minutes ago in game time. All right, so yeah, I think it'll immediately fizzle it. So the darts Go ahead and
They
roll
roll
D100. Mm-hmm.
Oh, if I can get up to full hit points after hell.
Yeah,
No,
that's
you
probably
can
what'll
in
happen.
1/8 your size. But
Pretty
just
sure
your
that's
feet.
what's gonna be what happens here.
You got a 1 in
pretty sure
100
both of
chance of it.
Okay.
How many squares away from this am I?
Oh my god.
All right, Nick, make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh god.
Oh god. The things you never want to hear.
Oh.
Oh.
Should have inspired yourself.
That's not a good DM laugh. Bad DM laugh.
You guys, as the Sound of Silence song, the performance that Nick is making ends, you hear kind of this or that Squawk was making, I'm sorry, ends. You hear, you know, this spell being fired, these darts flying through the air, then all of a sudden silence, and then bah. Bah.
Fucking sheep.
Squawk is now a sheep.
Am I a blue sheep?
Yes.
Wow.
You have blue wool.
Little Bo Peep. Baba, blue sheep, have you any wool?
Leave the song running to the bards.
RPing it, there's no reason for me to take that sheep with me when I leave. I don't know where it came
You
from.
can get some blue cotton out of it if you were to shave me real quick.
Things with
Dude, stop asking people to shave you. It's getting awkward.
It's just ew.
Oh, Gronk.
The
My
flump
hero.
flails but does not make any contact with
Just 1 second, guys. I gotta ponder all this and also pee.
Jeez, what the hell I miss?
So
Nick is now a sheep.
Nick is now a sheep.
Am I permanently a sheep?
You don't know.
I hope so.
Can I rename my name to Ba?
No, Nick, I hope that's so because it would be bad.
No, but if you want to RP it, you'll stop talking and just say bah from now on.
Do I know I'm a sheep?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I mean,
You could think you're talking, and you're not.
you do know you're a sheep, yeah. I'm gonna rule. So,
Why doesn't anyone understand me?
Ba, 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 ba.
So you still have your personality, but you have the intelligence of a sheep.
Oh no!
So you're still you.
So he's smarter.
You have like your you retain your alignment personality, but scores, including your mental abilities, all that of a sheep.
What are the stats of a sheep?
Not great.
Just like 1 across the board. All right, so
Am I at least warm?
Zagmira yells out, "Lady Shadowmantle, you were right. They can't be trusted." That's all she does for her turn.
God, I'm gonna have to kill one of these people, aren't I? God damn it!
One of the
You started
wizards-
this. Don't act like you have remorse
Comes a
now.
bit closer. All right. One of the thugs is going to just swing wildly and put on twice. Does that hit you?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
second
no.
one misses. Yep. Now I think that you had your reactions still prepared.
Yeah. So which thug was that?
It's this one.
Yeah. So I react and I attack him. Did that not go through?
I don't see anything.
It just has your name and nothing else.
What the fuck is that?
Do you have your weapon?
Oh my god, all my stuff's gone. What the hell happened?
No, he has his sword.
Oh. Oh, that's right, because he can summon it at all times. Got it.
Like your attacks are gone?
Yeah. Why did they go away? All right, hang on. Sorry.
I still see them.
Yourself at night.
You might have to reload because I can.
No, my attacks are there, but I had more attacks there.
Oh. I don't know.
All right, sorry, guys. This went away. I honestly had this set up.
Yeah. The jamoking continues.
Popped out. It doesn't count, so I've got to go back and I've got to reload it. Oh my god.
It's okay. We know you're wasting time in order to get more ideas. I'm for it.
He's wasting time so he can take the extra time he needs to build his new character.
It's
That's what I'm hearing.
It's in nature. What are we thinking? Gender fluid sorcerer?
All right, this should work.
Okay. So that, and you don't have disadvantage here, right?
No, I can see them. I should have advantage here.
You hit them either way. And you're able to, you kind of stick the sword right into his gut, goes right through his armor, his leather armor. And blood starts to just spill.
So as my action, my typical attack action gives me 2 swings.
Then you should get both.
Okay.
It's a full attack action, yeah. That will actually hit also. And you slice back again, and this time you cut through the side of him, and his guts just spill out, and he goes, "Ugh," and falls over, dead.
And as I do that, I'll say, "That's one more down. We don't want to kill anymore."
You've tried this so many times and it's never worked. When you kill the minions and then try for diplomacy, this is the number one.
I appreciate you helping us out on our strategy there.
All right, so one of the other thugs rushes in that general direction. He's going to swing also wildly. And he does not hit with either.
This used to be the garage strategy. Kill 4 of them and then save for peace.
We're done. It's your turn.
Oh, now it's my turn. And that guy just attacked me.
You did.
Okay.
Harry
You know what
kills
this
fast.
Then I'll hit him for 22.
Heyo!
Yep.
Wow, that's a lot.
And 25.
Wow, holy shit!
All right.
Christ. I'd be
You
dead.
yeah, you kind of stick him and then turn around, decapitate him.
I'll respond. That's 2 more you've lost. When will you stop this madness?
Now, I don't disbelieve this at all. I'm just curious about the mechanics. What's the 10 mod on there?
That's Great Weapon Master.
It gives you 10
But
It's a
reduction
minus
to-
5 to attack roll.
and a plus 10 to damage.
That's
Plus
what I
10
have.
damage.
For,
You
that's what I
rolled
have
a-
for my range.
You
I have
rolled a
dark-
19 on both of those attacks. Actually, on
All 3 of
three
those attacks. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's amazing. That is a lot of damage.
I hit him for 47.
Are you done?
That's going to do it for that turn.
Yeah. After that,
Actually,
blood
no,
and
yeah, that's
guts.
going to do it for that.
What
Okay,
else you
all right.
trying to do?
As I said, you've lost 2 more men. When will you let us leave?
Okay. So Orvex, for his turn, so he shouts out, Zegmir, I always enjoy.
Troy,
this
every
is
time
also
you
a
get
great
excited, you
mistake.
break up, man.
Yeah, I don't know. Basically, Orvex is being a coward.
No, prudent. He's being prudent.
Prudent.
Does he hold his does he hold a sheep to help comfort him?
He doesn't know that you're a sheep. He can't see you. All right, Dorban, you're up.
Presumably, I still can't find where my weapons are, and I don't know where they are, and I don't know which way to go. Then I'd be casting magic armor.
There you go. Turtle up. Solid.
Oh,
check.
no, that's a spell.
It is a spell,
Oh.
but that's what I would be doing.
Time to turn into a sheep.
I don't know
time
what
to
my
turn all
gear
of
is.
us
I
into
wouldn't
a
have anything
sheep.
else to do, so I'd just turtle
Go
up what I got.
Go ahead and roll your D100.
His dick gets 5 inches bigger.
Secret is that happens every roll.
It's the legendary spell of dick lengthening. that
Oh,
every
51. That's a
society
good
has
one, I
sought
feel
for.
like.
Yeah. So all of a sudden you feel yourself more protected as a you feel a bit of a shield come and kind of come out of your body and
Oh, you're double
body. So
shielded. Mage armor
have-
plus.
you have +2 AC
Oh,
and you're immune to magic missile.
oh.
+2 AC.
Light
Okay.
him up, dude.
I got nothing I can do dick with him with, but I gotta get a weapon.
Yeah, and you
Don't,
can't see
don't
either.
fuck with the
I
flames
can't
of
see
Tressendar when random spell casting is on the line.
So plus
One of the classic blunders.
It's like a land war in Asia.
so I'm just gonna for right now I'm just gonna type that into the temporary HP just so I know what to refer to.
Okay. Are you doing anything else?
Is there a mechanic in which I want to find my gear, but I don't know which direction to go. Can I just be
hang
like,
out,
can I
bro.
move randomly in one direction and see if it's there? Like, is there a way that I can be trying to find this actively or just?
Roll a
Sure.
d6.
Yeah, you can roll. Roll
D8.
D8. Yeah. So I normally start from the top left and then count clockwise. So you would go straight south until you bumped into Zigmundo, probably.
So to here.
Boom.
You can fumble
Oh,
past him
hey,
and
man.
like, keep going to your, up to your movement.
If I mean,
Stab him to death in the
no,
gut.
I'm gonna look. I'm gonna look. If I ran into him, I would be looking for my gear here. So.
For the record, I'm difficult terrain.
So I've heard.
Quote of the week. For the record, I am difficult to read.
Nice.
Andrew Muck.
He's
All
throwing
right, so
haymakers
as you
tonight,
bump
man.
into Zigmundo, it is now Zig.
They clearly want to fight.
Well, yeah.
No, you clearly want to fight.
No, they attacked
Miller's
us.
just wanted to become one of their minions and move on with his life.
They took us prisoner. We're leaving them bloody hunks.
What happens?
Hey, Troy,
That's what happens when you take us prisoner.
Okay, well, go on then. Go fight.
this
Maybe go
many
fight that
tentacle
thing you
stalk
summoned.
creature over here
Yeah.
was, and I'm sorry, this was a little bit ago. Was I aware that it was summoned into creation, or is it
You
just
might have heard you might have heard a noise, but no,
Some
you don't
slurping.
know. You definitely don't know where it is.
You can't see.
I don't know
shit.
where it is, but would
And
I
you heard a
have
weird noise, you
recognized
wouldn't
the
know-
noise as being a summoning?
Here, I'll make an Arcana check.
Is that going to count as an action?
No.
Okay.
Be just flapping and slurping. That could be anything. That could be Gordon for all
Oh,
You did recognize it as the sound of a summoning.
The rolls
a
are
summon
working.
being materializing.
All right. But obviously, I have no idea where it is.
Yeah, and you don't even know. You don't know what it is, or just that something got summoned.
Okay. So in a cowardice, feverish panic, the pack that hit me in the side of the face not moments ago, I reach into a familiar spot and I grab a knobbly stick.
Oh boy.
it's not a spell
And I
though.
pull it
Right?
out and I thrust it in the air and I yell something inconceivable. And of course, we can recognize this as the wacky wand of one.
Why did I
Oh,
give you your
God.
stuff first?
Oh
This is
god.
double wacky.
Is this double wacky, Troy, or is this?
Yeah, I don't know how to.
No, this
Yes,
is
no,
no.
This is
No.
Wacky Jeopardy.
This is
Yes,
not a
this
spell.
account- No, it is.
Oh.
Well, it is.
I know it definitely is.
Well, okay. I will say it depends, but I will say most of the things that it does.
Our spells.
Well, so Troy, I mean, I don't know how you're calculating this based on the, but like what I've figured out is that like quote magic doesn't work as we expect in here. So it's magic. I mean, that's the bottom line.
And you want to know
Um,
what to expect.
So
you
go ahead and
can.
roll D1. So I'm assuming you're using it.
Yeah, I'm using it. It's used already. As far as
So
I'm
go ahead and roll D100, and then I'll tell you if you need to
I'm murdering these things.
We can't not be flames. It's impossible.
Just
All
let
right,
me
go
kill
ahead
them
and roll
all.
another D100, because you cast lightning bolt, by the way.
Oh shit.
Oh no.
But I want to be clear. I'm facing due south. Okay, so I've done that, but
You're right through
I'm sorry,
me.
I missed the bit. You broke up when you asked me to do something else.
Roll a D100.
There you go.
Okay.
Double whammy.
All right, so let's take care of the lightning bolt first.
Hmm.
So,
Sorry, Andy. You're a pile of goop now.
No, I'm facing
So
southerly.
forming a line.
Got a pretty
100
good AC,
long,
though.
5 feet wide.
You do.
Hold on, I can't hear
Dexterity
Troy.
saving throw. All right. Hold on a second. I gotta make a dex saving throw here. It doesn't go through you, Meryl.
No? Oh my god. Why not?
Because you're not due south. It's only 5 feet wide.
Thank you. Thank you, Ninja. Thank you.
All right. So so that fails. So go ahead and roll 8d6.
Yeah.
Christ. I'm dead.
Why?
I don't know.
Yeah, maybe that hits somebody else.
What's the damage that
Maybe it
lightning
hits
bolt does?
me.
That is a
Wow.
lot of ones.
Wow, that's a lot
bad.
of ones.
So
Okay.
bad.
Oh,
So
For
all
all
of a
the
sudden,
20s I rolled earlier.
this line of lightning shoots out from the south. Gordon and Jason, you can see this. Nobody else can really see this as light from the lightning gets immediately sucked into the darkness. But Dyrax, the wizard, at the southern edge of the darkness, he's staring into the darkness, trying to figure out where some of you are. And all of a sudden, this big blast of blue
His
light
eye
right
holes.
out. Yeah, just burns his eyeballs out, and back of his head blows off. He is dead.
Nice.
Really? That kills him outright?
Mhm.
He's a wizard, man.
Wow.
He's a wizard, Harry.
So Sigmundo, you feel as you're doing that, you feel like all of a sudden you blink out of existence and blink back, and then blink out and blink back, and you realize that you could
Patient.
teleport up to 20 feet as a bonus action on each of your turns.
Wait, with this current turn?
On any turn for the next 1 minute, as your
Don't
bonus
leave
action.
me. I
you can
need you to show
teleport.
me where my gear is.
He already
Now-
has his gear.
I know, but he's got to show me where mine is.
I'll get it to you.
Yeah, but like, that's a hard one, right?
We're murdering these
Um,
bitches.
Okay. Well, that's
They're
my
all
turn.
gonna die tonight. They're all gonna die.
So you could use your teleport, but you're not going to.
Well, hold on. I mean, like, the thing is that I'm in darkness. Like, if I can only tell 20 feet, like, what the hell does that do for me? Like, I could
deal.
teleport into a wall and I would die.
True.
Right. So I choose to stay put with this knowledge
All right. Jason.
because each. I'm sorry, Troy. To clarify, each one of these initiatives is what, 6 seconds?
Correct.
All right, so hold on. All right, so there's 1, 2, 3. All right, thank you for reversing the order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
No, these all so just to be clear, it's not like 6 seconds. It's not like it's going to be a minute until your turn. Your 6-second slices are all happening effectively at the same.
Okay. One full cycle is 6 seconds. Okay.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah, no. So I'm gonna hang on to this and mysteriously thus endeth my turn.
Jason, you're up.
I like to just peer southwards. Across the
You see a
bushes.
wall.
All right, I like to move 5 feet to my right. Stupid fog of war.
All right, you do see a guard wearing dirty golden armor to the south.
Dirty golden armor. All right, what the hell? I will charge out of the darkness.
With 1 hit point.
Yep. No, with 13 hit points. Probably not enough to survive even one attack by someone in golden armor, but time will tell. I would like to stage an attack.
Okay, go for
All
it.
right. Let's see. I'm working on it here. We'll do this.
That hits.
Okay. And given that that has hit, I would like to also use the superiority die to do a disarming attack.
Okay.
I have one left.
All right.
So that will add to the damage of the attack. So it'll be 12, and it
Okay.
should.
So he takes the damage and drops mace.
And drops his mace. Okay, great. Okay, here comes the offhand.
Okay, that hits.
Okay, and then the front hand again.
Oh, goosh.
All
Fuck.
right, you
Yeah.
you like take your sword and like put it down like at the top of his breastplate. Is you can see kind of his clavicle, and you just stick it like right down, skewer him down into his torso, and pull it back, and
bloody?
he just collapses to the ground.
Yeah, he dead. He's super dead. And then I believe I have 5 foot of movement left,
Sure.
and I would like to move.
Or
back
you
into
can
the
yell
darkness.
and tell them how many they've lost now.
Back into the darkness with Jason.
And give me my shit.
Jason has a
Back
different.
my ghost.
Jason has a different
Give
game.
me back my
Has,
ghost.
has never been played by Gordon and vice versa. So no one, there's no witnesses to Jason's crime right now.
There's no witnesses to Gordon's either. Nobody can see shit.
All right.
Came out of there
So,
like fucking Michael Myers. Carved him up like a fucking Christmas ham and back into the darkness.
oh, guys.
Wait, what? Oh,
All right,
guys.
so
Oh, we're dead.
Oh, okay. Well,
Oh, we had a good
The
run.
question is, when does Valindra show up and kill us?
all right.
She's
So
in there.
Valindra comes down, sees the darkness in front of her, and says, "Ah, so you're putting up a fight, huh? I should have expected as much." And holds her hand out, and well, yeah, the cloud of darkness around you. Now also you see, well, actually only Jason and Gordon will see this. A yellowish greenish fog starts to come out from underneath the feet of Gordon and quickly covers the entire area that's darkness right now. And that is all it will do right this second. Okay. Dyrax is actually dead. Squawk, go ahead and
Ah,
yeah.
yeah,
Squawk,
yeah.
wisdom check.
Make a Constitution saving throw, but it's as a sheep. So hold on, let's see what the stats of the sheep are.
What as a
Somebody punch that sheep.
I guarantee it's
Although
not
he's only got
high,
1
dude.
HP, so
It's
he
You're an
plus 0, so
animal known for
just
being
make a strict.
killed.
So it's going to be
That's
a.
15.
So was there a bonus on this one? There was a bonus.
It's plus
on
1, so it's
right?
15. I made it
It's
15.
a 15. Let me see.
You said it was a
here.
15 was the difficulty, right?
I didn't say, but
Oh, I seriously thought I thought you said 15, but cool. Ba, 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 ba.
I seriously remember you saying roll a 15 and we win the game.
Apparently, she can see through it.
Yeah, and
she
turn
didn't
it
have to
again.
see through it because she just did an AOE.
Well, it landed right under me, you said, though.
Ba,
Yeah,
ba,
you're
ba,
on-
Centered it in the
ba,
middle.
ba.
It's because you're in the center of the cloud of the darkness.
She know where the center of the darkness.
Because
It
you
doesn't.
can
It
see
doesn't really matter where the center was. You guys would have won no matter what.
I should have just stayed out there. That's on me.
You are out there.
Let me go ahead and
No, I mean, if I'd have stayed outside the square, I would have been unaffected.
And Nick, you take 24 damage.
Okay, I'm down. Actually, how many hit points does a sheep have?
3.
Oh. No, so that just no.
25 con check.
No. But that just means he turns back into a human at 1 hit point, right? Or a bird at 1 hit point.
It's not a wild.
That's a good question. That might be true. So let's see what polymorph does. It says target assumes, because it was a polymorph, by the way. Assumes hit points in the new form. When it reverts to its normal form, the creature returns the number of hit points it had before it transformed. It reverts as a result of dropping to 0 hit points. So you're back to having 1 hit point as block. And it is now your turn.
DC 25.
What was that? What's going on?
And now she's killing.
Where's everyone?
She's
That's
killing
a
her own
great
people
point,
now
too.
too.
That's a great question. What the fuck is going on here?
Because this guy gets hit by it.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm gonna move. So I'm gonna move to the east and bump into. Actually, I'm gonna bump into. No, to this maid, to this wizard.
That's her. That's the
Sorry, I had
poisoner.
to set that up. Yep. So you moved 1 to the east. Yeah, you can't move the east. There's a wizard.
Well,
there.
I bumped into her. Is essentially what it is.
Okay,
That I didn't. I just walked in like bumped. What's
Okay.
going on? And I have my claws out, and can I? All right. Can I like be having my claws out, and if I happen to like rake her eyes with my claws, like as I'm trying to find things, is that okay?
It is. So go ahead and make a standard attack roll. So do a d20.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna
You have
use my.
disadvantage on it.
I was just gonna say I'll do disadvantage with this. Also because it's in the darkness.
Well, it's disadvantage.
Don't
because-
disadvantage yourself, man.
No, I will because this time I'm RPing it out. Why can I not do this? There we go.
You're peeing it out as a sheep, or
so it doesn't hit.
Missed. Yep. So I'm just like flailing around with my claws, just like trying to find where things are.
Okay.
Okay.
Is that
Then
end of your
that's
turn?
my turn.
Okay. So on this guy's turn, he's going to try to make his saving throw. Probably not going to work. Actually, it can't work.
It's actually
All right.
impossible.
You really got nothing on this mutton.
Oh no.
All right. And starts coughing as it takes 29 points of damage.
Sorry.
He will take the dash action and try to get out of there. So I'll say it was probably, well, so he's going to get to about here and then get stuck.
He gets that attack of opportunity too, right?
No one got an
No.
attack of opportunity.
Because I'm in
Well,
darkness
or-
and I know
or-
he's there.
Well, because you don't get an attack of opportunity because he's still within melee distance of you.
True.
Orvex technically got an attack of opportunity, but Orvex is not armed
He's
nor really
cowering.
interested. Yeah.
yeah.
No unarmed attack.
No, he's
He's not
coward.
interested in attacking.
Orvex?
It's
Orvex.
Not
Orvex.
interested in taking an attack of
It's
opportunity.
Orvex. He only
All right.
goes berserker mode when he's threatened by death.
Yeah, which we're clearly not right now. Yeah.
You
All right,
don't
the
know.
flump fails.
Oh, these rolls.
Well, that's
All right,
the
the-
flump. You don't care about
flump
the
is dead.
flump.
Saying.
All right,
The flump is dead.
Zagmira.
Your numbers are fading. Send all the flumps you have.
We summoned that flump.
All right, and then
They did
Zagmira's going
That was
to
that was a
take
product of our mismanagement.
10
Oh, I'm
points
gonna
of
die in
damage.
this fucking roll.
And Zagmira is going to step back and say, Mrs. Shadowmantle, Phasma's still in there. And
Can we
that'll
respond?
be it.
No,
On your turn.
you respond
Okay.
too much.
All right. Yamak says, that'll flesh them out. Ha ha ha. Flesh them out, rather.
There you go. Thank you, Troy. That's a grammatical pet peeve of mine.
All right. So you see another descend from the north. Let's see who could see this. Jason, you'd be able to see him. He comes down he has a big bushy red beard and a black cloak on him. And he steps up next to Valindra and Yamak there. And Gordon, it is your turn.
Is she in the darkness?
She is not.
The darkness stops where? Can we ping that?
Yeah, there's a I have a like white.
There's an area.
Yeah, there's a border.
Oh, I got you.
You can sort of see it, I think, Meryl, like right here.
Yeah, I kind of see it. And where did she cast the green stuff?
You heard her because there was a verbal component. It was from the north.
Right.
Did she roll a D100?
Oh, good point.
She doubled her hit pool, and now she's doing great.
She has become God. We're all
Okay.
doomed.
All right, hold on a second. A cloud of fog emits from her, covering the area around her.
So it's
Ooh.
double dark, double foggy dark.
Oh, that's
fog.
good for us. That saves me a spell.
No, it doesn't. It was already dark.
No,
Now it's
She
foggy
can't
dark.
see shit either.
She
so-
can't see now.
Are you sure
Maybe.
about that?
No.
No, you're not.
I'm gonna
Okay.
who's this schmuck right here?
That's a wizard, but it's not your turn yet.
No, it is my turn.
Right.
It
No,
was
no.
his turn.
I'm sorry. Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. Sorry. Thought my turn got skipped. I was about to riot.
Different.
So I'm gonna move up one spot
There are
north.
6 turns left in darkness now, by the way. Well, yes.
What do you mean by that?
It means
This
after
isn't.
six
isn't it
turns,
for 1 minute?
darkness will dissipate.
6 rounds or 6 turns?
Rounds.
A turn is 6 seconds. Darkness is 1 minute.
It's
yeah.
six more of your turns.
Okay. All right. That's fine. So I'm gonna move up. I'm gonna whack that dude right in the head.
So you're moving up 1 north.
Yeah.
Whack it. Whack it real
Oh,
good.
sorry. Advantage. Sorry. It'll be that damage, but
I've got to move your little darkness thing here.
that's right. It moves with me. I forgot about that. That's a 13 with 19 damage, right?
So wait a minute, so I'm sorry. So you have advantage?
I do because I'm in darkness. Unless he can see me, in which case I don't have advantage.
You cannot. That's correct. Okay, so it does hit, and hits him for 19 points of damage, and he's dead.
Okay. That's my first attack. And I move 5 feet, in which case I will move.
I don't suppose
Another-
the poison cloud also moves with him.
Oh, I forgot about the poison cloud. So please go ahead and make a
We gotta get out of the fucking poison cloud.
Not advantage though,
not
right?
save.
Yeah.
No, but it wouldn't matter.
It wouldn't matter.
Oh, yeah, it's a
Neither of those
23.
were enough. You take 22 points of damage.
Okay. Oh,
I'm pretty sure I'm gonna die regardless of what I do here, fellas.
Yeah, because on a save you still take half.
You're right. And I've got
Um,
like 12 hit points.
Sorry, back to you.
Yep.
Gordon.
sorry. Shit. So can I get up right south of her?
Um,
15 more
I think
feet?
so. Yep.
I'd like to do that. And as a bonus action, I'm gonna curse her with Hexblade's Curse.
Okay.
I gain a plus. Hang on. Proficiency bonus, so +3
Mm-hmm.
damage rolls on them. I'm not sure if he can see me or not, but
She cannot currently see you. And actually, hold on, the darkness moved with you. I gotta make sure. Do that.
Wow, that is a fucking sweet ability. That has multiple bonuses. Bonus damage, extra critical, Dark One's curse.
yeah. So the crit is 19 on this too. If I hit, I again, all my shit's fucked up. I don't know why that happened, but I'm sorry.
Okay.
I mean, the Fiend's
so, Mike,
first
I'm gonna
level
let you
ability is one
use,
of the 3 of those things.
but in the future, I think you need to like use both the attacks. You can't do attack, bonus action attack.
Really?
I don't think you can. We
I
can look
did
it up.
that
I'll
with
definitely let you do it
Recto a
this
lot.
time.
I feel like. Okay, I'll. I can.
Yeah. Okay, so let's see. This does hit her.
Yeah, it does. For 27 fucking damage, it does.
Slice through, and you find her. Yeah, you find that.
You loved it.
Is yours a magical attack?
Yes.
Okay.
And I can post that too, but
I believe you. Oh, interesting. Okay. Yes. So it does hit, and
it says that in the last sentence of the first paragraph.
You draw a little bit of blood.
Oh, sorry, I did it again. Okay.
Okay. Is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. So Orvex, oh, I can see, and he runs over to Jason. Says, Jason,
Get out of the poison, man!
No, heal Jason.
Jesus Christ, what's all this about?
And he collapses to the ground next to Jason.
Yeah.
Dorban, go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw, please.
Yay!
No. So this is going to be 26 points of damage, Dorban.
Okay.
And you're
Orvex
back.
got
You're
to
still in the
move
darkness.
Does he get to
You're in
move first?
You're in a darkness with fog. What's that? No, technically, Orvex should not have moved first. This is supposed to take effect at the beginning of your turn.
I'm in a foggy darkness
You're in a foggy darkness. A foggy, toxic.
with no gear and no fucking way to find my gear.
That's right.
Okay, cool. It's fun being a weapon-based hero.
We live by the sword, we die by the sword.
Fucking right, we do. All right, so here's what I can do. All right, I'm going to I'm gonna run the way Gordon ran. I'm gonna try to find him, and I'm gonna try to find where he ran. So he ran past me in a I can do this in a no, didn't work.
Yeah. So you can run. That's fine. You can run a little bit to the north and then to him.
I'd like to find him. Is there a way I can like use him as a? Can I make my way over here by like hand over handing on his back to get to his side?
You can definitely get to his side at least. It's still dark.
Can I move forward from there one more? Or do I know that she is here?
You do not know that she's there. I mean, you might try to get there and then you realize there's something there.
Could bump into her.
Do I know which direction he was facing that I can wildly kind of try to cast in that
Yeah.
rough direction? All right.
Yeah, you can figure that out. do you have any justification for leaving the
Because I would be following him. He's kind of
Right. No, I'm saying you wouldn't necessarily be able to see, unfortunately, the end of this cloud.
No, I wouldn't want to. I would just want to be to where he is kind of facing where I know he can see through this as my time with him, so he took off after someone, and I'm trying to take off and position myself in a place to basically help him, even though I got nothing to help him with much. But
Okay, so you're gonna stand next to him now?
yeah, I'll stand next to him as much as I'll probably die next turn. I don't have a good reason to take another step forward, unfortunately.
Okay.
And I am going to cast Chill Touch in that rough direction of where he's reach out.
Okay. So let's see. Is this an attack roll?
It would be. It's a cantrip, so it's a spell.
Okay. This misses, but go ahead and roll a d100.
Just because it misses doesn't mean there's not chaos.
All right, you feel like you can feel that attack miss, but you can feel like the arcane energies build up in your arm, and you feel like the next attack you make is going to do maximum damage.
Now, here's a question: am I still under the influence where I can cast another spell as a bonus action? I believe I would be.
Why would you be able to do that?
Because of hate that he received earlier prior as a result of his
Oh, yes. For the next minute, all your spells one action.
next minute. Yeah, that's right. So he's
So
still
I'm
getting
still within that vein.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
Okay. Well.
Cast fireball.
Well, I don't have that.
I have that. Don't
cast
worry.
it anyway.
No, I'm worried.
No, you shouldn't be. It's a cleansing fire.
I'm gonna cast ice bolt in that direction.
Cleansing fire.
Go ahead and post that.
Awesome.
Okay, so this is still in a ranged attack roll.
Yeah, no, I'm
Unfortunately,
gonna keep
misses.
fucking casting. I'm gonna live or die by the fucking rolls tonight,
Dude,
boys.
we need some luck to get out of this. So
Go ahead and roll a d100. All right, you find yourself floating off the ground. You have cast levitate on yourself.
So jumping back to that, when they hit with the poison, I was levitating at the time. Technically, does that matter?
No.
No.
Okay.
That's the end of my.
Okay. Zigmundo, go ahead and make a Constitution saving
I got
throw.
no gear. That's all I can do.
Bro, Constitution saving throw. Jesus. Already.
Bye.
Jesus, no.
Oh, those are so big. Those rolls.
So Zigmundo, you're grasping at your throat, coughing as this toxic fumes seep up through your nostrils and in your mouth down into your lungs, and you collapse to the ground. I believe you're at 0 health.
Oh, wait. Did you hit me for 26?
Yes.
Yep, that would do it. Minus 26. Yeah, that 13 minus 26 is at least 0.
Yeah, well, it doesn't go to -0. Okay. Jason, go ahead and make a saving throw. Doesn't do it. Go ahead. Well, actually, sorry.
I'm dead. There's no chance I'm not dead. Wow, I'm more not dead than anyone else. Yeah, very much down. Thanks, Gordon. Thanks for being you. TPK.
Okay. So, Blindra looks directly at you, Gordon.
At me?
And, yes,
She can see me.
Lost two.
she
How
can.
she kills your soul.
She winks at you.
This is you lost two. Do you want to keep fighting?
And she says, I appreciate the effort, but, well, you've crossed me for the last time. And
I've never met her before. I don't know who she is.
Your group has crossed me for the last.
Okay.
And gonna make it.
You die now.
Go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw.
Hey.
All right. Okay. So you do take 12 points of damage, though. And that's it for her turn. Squawk, I think we can say that you
I'm down
left
anyway.
him. All right.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Plasma's dead. Zagmira says, I still can't see anything. Yamak says, now I can't see anything. Starts to run away. The thug runs into a random direction until he runs into a wall. We're done. It's your turn.
I wink at her.
Oh, hold on. You gotta roll your.
Sexy guys.
Here, let me see if it's gonna matter.
No, apparently it's not. I'm still in her shit.
You are. See the green line?
So if I get half, what does that mean? 11?
I think it's round up, right?
Round up would be dead. So.
Yep.
Then we're dead.
Are we all down?
That's it.
Everybody but Dorbin.
End of module.
Well,
Thank you for playing.
Just go ahead and roll it. If it's 24 or higher, then I'm dead.
All right.
You killed us.
Well, maybe she captures us and we have to do this again
No. You killed us, Mike.
next week. Maybe. Let's see what happens.
God.
Okay. Well, you're all
Hey.
coughing and hacking as the fumes filter into your nose, lung, as you succumb and collapse into the darkness of the gas. You hear Valindra taunting you as you lose consciousness.
What it's
Well,
worth, fantastic timing on the deaths.
Jesus Christ, she killed me by 1 fucking point because I was gonna kill her. Let's just throw this out there. Hang on.
No, let's throw this out there. We all would have been safe, and then you
Nope,
killed her.
21 to her, and then 24 to her. She'd have been dead, right?
She would not have been bloodied.
You said she was bloodied after I hit her last time.
No.
I said that
she
you
had a
drew
small
blood.
wound.
Oh, Drew blood is a new thing?
No,
I was
it's
just saying you hurt her like a little bit.
a
Oh.
tiny bit.
I thought Drew blood was the same as bloodied. I didn't realize that was different.
Shocker! You by yourself are not enough to kill everyone, save the entire party. Oh my god. So glad we were.
So does that mean Garad is the sole inheritor?
Yeah, you get the wood shop now.
So,
Are we
so
dead?
here's the
The law won't stop you.
here's the deal, guys.
Well, I
Like,
didn't do any death saves.
No one's done any death saves. So you're all unconscious.
Also,
No
I
one's
was
been-
trying to work for them.
Yeah.
Coward.
Yeah.
So what's the deal?
Says you and your pile of corpses.
Hang on, I will listen to the
Uh,
thing.
Backstory with the
Sorry.
Raven Queen kind of.
Troy's words would be nice.
Yes.
Yeah. Like I honestly don't hear, so I'd like to some conversation here. I know it's getting late. If you want to postpone this for another time, that's fine. But by the book, you're all unconscious and dying. So would they save you?
No. They would not.
It would be tough. It would be tough to see why they would, given they kind of just accepted your surrender last time.
Right.
And
And it went badly.
yeah.
Okay.
I gotta say, I'm not super pleased with your decision making tonight, Mike. I'm really,
Sorry.
I'm kind of pissed you killed the entire group.
I'm playing my character. I'm sorry.
So I mean, I'll certainly think about it. I guess I would like suggestions from the team in terms of here's a way we could move this forward. There has to be a cost to a loss like this, right?
The cost is everyone's dead.
And maybe that is it, and maybe we say, okay, that's it, and roll new characters in this campaign or move to a new campaign.
But what, we start back in town again? Like where?
No,
where's
we
that
start an entirely different module.
I kind of think it's. I mean, granted, this is a fucking A.
By the way, Squawk, when you died, you were still sheep.
You died
was
as
I?
a sheep.
If you died, you go to sheep heaven.
I was. I already
I know.
died.
I'm just fucking with you. No, you were
That
not.
would
A
be
sheep.
awesome. That would
So
be
like
awesome.
that's the question. Like, do we
Yeah.
still make death save rolls at this point, or do they just kill us?
So no,
Gotta wake
it
up
doesn't
in the
matter
poison?
because
They
so
would have just killed us.
it's narrative, right? So it's none of you are alive. None of you are conscious to
Save each other.
to save each other. So you're entirely up to them.
So
Good news is Nick's now playing cross out, so we're good to
we
go
want
on
to-
that. He didn't
Yeah, well,
waste
at least I didn't
any
kill the
time
party.
at all.
At least I didn't kill the party. Do we want to? I
So
guess
what do
the
you guys-
question is.
So what do you? So here's the. Do you guys want me to come up with a way to kind of like bring these characters back from the brink?
I'd like to. I'd honestly
Yes,
like to
please.
leave it up to your discretion. I
No.
mean, it's this is the point of being the entire universe except for players, right? Is that there are certain aspects of